Come on in. Come on in now. So Auntie Leah can do a thing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yo. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Kicking It with Auntie Leah. I'm so glad to be here tonight with my family. If you can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat. If you don't hear me, please put a 2 in the chat. Hi, JK's Juicy Juice. How are you doing this evening? Thank you for coming back. Everybody, please like the live, share the live. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you bang the bell so that you can get all notifications. Hi, A-Reed. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to see everybody tonight on this Friday evening. It's been such a long week. Oh, my God. It has been hectic for me. Guys, I had to put on my hat because my edges is not playing with me tonight. And my roots or my locks need to be retwisted. I will be doing that in the morning, getting my locks retwisted. So I had to put on my hat. And, it don't want to fit over my head, guys. It just don't, my big old head. But anyway, I got to make it do what it do. Hey, Lady Classic, welcome, family. Welcome. Thank you guys again for returning to Kicking It to Auntie Leah. Please, guys, like the live. Share the live with your aunts, your uncles, your sisters, your brothers, your baby daddies, your husbands, your enemies, whoever. Share the live. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you bang it. We will have some people on the panel with us tonight. They're running a little bit late. I just want to follow up on the request that Jag made. If you guys were on her live yesterday morning, was it yesterday morning or was it the day before? I don't really remember. But she wanted me to get into some other members of making a band too. So this is the first one I was able to research and bring some content on, and that's Chopper. So we're going to review a collaboration of videos regarding Chopper, who was on Making of the Band 2 as well. Hi, Temper. Thank you so much for being here, moderator. Hi, Margie. I think I already spoke to you. But again, we're also going to take a field trip to Odell's when he goes live. I think that he's scheduled to go live as well. So we'll take a field trip over there. If anybody that wants to go over there with him, I'll be over there as well, supporting the family. So what I wanted to do first, because before we get content up tonight and while we are waiting on others, there's a certain bird flying around this internet. Initiated a grifter, you name it. She's always saying that somebody's out for money, you name it, right? I don't think I want to say that particular bird's name, but you guys know who I'm speaking of, right? So I am trying to pull up YouTube while I hope there's no lag. It is a lag, isn't it? It's moving slow for some reason, and I don't know why. I'm really praying and hoping that this YouTube is struggling to pull up. Come on. Not tonight. It's always something. Why are you just spinning? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, Satan. Not tonight. Not tonight. So let me see if I can get to this video. Let me get to my page. I just went to my page, so not understanding why it didn't take me there. Let's go to my videos and see if I can pull this up. Guys, I apologize for the delay. Okay, so that particular video has not completed. Oh God, really? So while we are waiting, I guess on that video, I can go ahead and share. All right, so I'm waiting on that one to continue the upload. All right, so hi, Yam J. Love to you. Hey, Ms. Zach, what it do? I dropped the link in the back chat. Are you able to get to the back chat, nephew? Or do I need to drop it in the regular chat? I am waiting on this video to upload for the money grab. I wanted to show you guys. That's exactly what this says. I don't want to hear it. I'm sick of it. All over it. I'm done with it. You name it. I'm over it. 2 minutes left. I thought it was going to take longer, but yay, God is good. Come on, come on, come on. All right, upload complete. So let's see if we can pull this up and watch it. Thank you guys for always bearing with me and willing to hang in there with Auntie. Let's try to pull it up. Are you kidding me? So why does it say processing? Okay. Still being processed. Okay, so I don't know why it says it's still being processed. But anyway, how was your guys' week? I had a really, 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 really rough week. My job really, I was just exhausted. Very exhausted. Ms. Zach, are you able to find, on StreamYard? I'll just put it in the comments. There you go, Ms. Zach. There's the link to come up on the panel. Let me see if this is ready to show. I don't know what's wrong with the internet. It says 2 minutes left on the processing. I have a very, very, very demanding career. I mean, it takes a lot of my brain cells to do what I do. So I am like mentally exhausted. I dropped the link. Do you see it, Ms. Zach? You see it? You see the link, bro? Nephew, cousin. I dropped the link. All right, let's see. Come on. What is taking so long? You said 2 minutes. Almost done. I need you to be done. Sometimes life can just be so unfair when it comes to technology. So while we're waiting, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. All right, Jay, I'm about to put you up on the stage. Hey, Ms. Zach with the fresh.
Hey, what's good?
Dopest fro on the planet Earth. What's good? I'm trying to get this video to upload, of course. I'm trying to show this money grab.
What you doing?
Your browser. There's a certain owl flying around YouTube calling everybody grifters and scammers and things of that nature. So basically, I really was trying to show a clip that I just noticed. But of course, the internet is acting up. There's just something wrong with the net these days. And I think it's more in the evening than during the day because it acts just fine during the day. Maybe this is a peak hour.
Yeah, I have
You know what I mean?
a video
Yeah,
coming.
a peak hour. A
So
lot of people
yeah,
go
and
live.
it said it was
or
2 hours.
2
Can you
hours.
hear me? Yeah.
What says 2 hours? I hear you.
My video,
What says
I'm
2
about to
hours?
premiere after this. I'm gonna premiere my video.
Oh,
It's gonna be
really? And
about
yours
2
says
hours, though. Yeah,
wow.
and it ain't even an hour.
And that's how
Well, it's
long it's
about an
taking to
hour or something.
upload.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't even a 5-minute long clip, and it's been trying to upload for a while as well. Okay, so it's done. So let's pull it up finally, and I just pray that it's
This ain't
not
no
lagging.
blowout,
You know?
Lady Classic. This is literally a wash and go. And Talia just asked me to, hop on. So what you get?
Not a blowout. Somebody said the owl eats rats. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. So okay. So we got a certain bird flying around YouTube talking about people are scammers and money grabs and grifts, and everybody's wrong, but she's right. Check out this latest money grab. And these people in the comments are literally falling for this crap. Let's take a look, guys.
Let's see this.
No reason for me to time her out, which I would have done if someone was saying bad word. I would have. I would have. Thank you, Clarissa. Make it rain, make it rain. So yeah, I will probably be back in the valley of the shadow of death. They took a look at my eyes and realized there's much left because what's his name? Paperwork Party TV has put a copyright strike on my video. So clearly he thinks that this is gonna dissuade me.
Wait, because the owl might be nefarious. So let me try to put on the overlay. Let me try to put up an overlay over this, okay? Sorry, because she's nefarious. She might try to strike my little video channel.
I'm just gonna argue that bullshit and win because I did use fair use, so fuck off. But yeah, exactly. You got a smaller. Yo, Cleo is like, la, and I'm like, hey, Cleo, where did you go? So yeah. Paperwork did strike my channel. So the way to help me, oh yeah, and Jack sent again people to go and report my channel, which I don't think she still understand that this is against YouTube community guideline. I'm like, you are so stupid. Like you're like, ugh. I'm so tired of that woman. But yeah, no. So yeah, for anyone who wants to help Maggie get out of the valley of the shadow of death, we just need to prove, as we did the last time, that I am profitable to YouTube. So please, I really need you at this end of the month. So let's make it rain, because I'm not okay. And even though Paperwork did what he did and is being such an asshole, I will still be talking about Angie Stone. This situation will not stand anyhow for me. I think it is extremely disgusting what he's doing. And I think that Jag is already trying to, again, control his panel by making... if you win, he has to take it down or go to court. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like fake strike. So, like, he is putting his own channel in jeopardy. And I will tell you with like really, really certitude, I will fight to the death. Okay, I am mostly annoyed. If they think I'm not gonna win, are you crazy? Jag should tell him who I am, but Jag is kind of crazy, so who knows? Have you found out which for my loyal supporter went to his house while he was coming to Canada? I don't give a shit. Okay, like I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I don't even understand the story. Like there was blood. There was blood. Ah, thank you, Christy, my love.
All right, guys. So isn't that some crap? Isn't that some crap, guys? You are really trying to take a channel strike and make it a money grab. Oh, it's the end of the month. Could you please help me? Because I'm going to be in the depths of the shadow of death. I need super chat. Make it rain. Y'all, I'm sick of her. She get on my nerve. And it's trying to
she
talk
said
about
she's tired
somebody.
of Jag, but she's still talking about Jag daily.
Right. You conjure Jag up. You say Jag's name in the mirror 3 times like she Candyman. And she'll still take her time to show up. 5 times.
5 times for
100.
Candyman. That's my money.
5 times. 105 times for Jag, because Jag is not thinking about you, Al. And I can't believe they was only throwing $1. They treating the Al like a stripper now in the strip club. They was throwing a 99-cent super chat here, $1.99 there. Yeah, they making it rain. Yeah, but just the audacity of you trying to take a strike, right? Trying to take a valid strike against your channel because you went after this man first. He didn't even know who you were, Aggie Al. Right. You went after him first, and now you're trying to play the victim. Yeah. So he struck your channel as he rightfully should have. And I'm hoping everybody else will, Aggie Al, strike your channel. And now you want to pop your shit. Talking about, do they not know? Yeah, we know who you are. We know you so dumb that you don't even know that you realize you live in Canada and not the U.S. And I don't even know about Canada because your ass on the internet 3 to 4 times a day talking about America. So I got this hat on. Representing America. I'm American.
Cowboy hat.
That's right. It's for you, Aggie Al. Okay. Get in your own country. Rep your own country. I'm repping mine. So stupid ass.
She ain't born. Oh, was she born in Canada?
I don't know. I don't know because all she talking about is America. I don't know where she was born. Hey Nick, the link's in the comments. If you want to come Nick. Up, all she do is talking about Diddy, and now she on Angie Stone only because Jag was on Paperwork's channel, and now you attacking this man. He tried to warn you to stop. You still attack the man, pop your shit, double dog dare the man. So he struck your goddamn on channel, and now you, man, I'm in the shadow of death. I'm gonna make it blah 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 blah, and make it rain. Shut your stupid ass up and move on. Right, your stupid ass. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, what it do, Nick? Welcome,
what's happening?
Hey, what's good, Nick?
Well, I got hungry. Every time I get hungry, I think of Jay. I ate some food. I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll.
I got my pizza in the oven right now.
You got pizza? I just had boiled eggs on toast with Vegemite. You heard of Vegemite?
Ooh, boiled egg. I don't know what a Vegemite is.
Vegemite.
What is that?
It's an Australian thing. We dare Americans to taste it, and Canadians and whoever. It's very salty yeast extract spread that you put on your bread, on your toast.
Really? So what is it made of?
What's in it?
It's something that was made out of the leftover stuff when you make beer. It's a yeast extract.
Oh, a yeast extract. Okay. So you said it's salty?
Yeah, how you make wine too.
Very salty, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I don't think we sell it here.
Yeah, you can get it. You can get it. Now, can you hear me all right?
I can hear you.
Okay.
That's fine.
Do we need a translator?
Nah. We don't need a translator.
Okay, good. We're good over here.
I just had to throw a little shade because he was making it rain anyway. So I just had to throw a little shade in the midst, on YouTube with a money grip, with a scam. My channel struck. So now I need you guys to get me out of the shadow of the Send me super chat.
Shit.
I wanted to answer your question, right?
All right.
So
cut it out.
She's only been speaking English for the last 10 years. She's 35. So no, I think I would say no. What would you say, Jay? You're Canadian. What would you say?
I'm not Canadian. I'm British.
Wait. Oh, you're British. Sorry. Yes, I knew that. But you live over there. So what I meant was, what's your opinion on the English speaking? If she's 35 and she's only learnt English for the last 10 years, was she born there? What do you reckon?
Well, since you put it that way, probably not. Because over here, if you don't even know how to spell properly, kids are gonna come at you.
Yeah,
you won't hear it. So I don't think she was born here.
No, I would tend to think so too. Yeah,
I got it. Everybody used to pick on me, so I know.
Nobody knows the truth because she doesn't speak about herself. She speaks about everything, everyone else, and everything else, but her in her country. Period. So all we know is that she's a scam artist and wants to call everybody else a scam artist. She's a liar and she calls everybody else a liar. She's a bully and she calls everybody else a bully. So,
she calls everyone weird.
Yeah. So I'm
everyone's a weirdo.
Everybody's wrong except her when she's the one flying around these YouTube streets attacking people just because they let Jack come on their panel.
Yeah,
ridiculous. Okay, so guys, I had to get my little trolling out. Sometimes I gotta be a troll, especially when I catch something. I mean, like, how do you take a a strike, and turn it into a money grab? Is just crazy to me, and claim to be innocent is just diabolical. And then you have these people in the comments, a few hundred of them, believing them every night, just going in debt, sending out these super chats because he wants, I need $20 a night, I need $20 a night, I need $20 a night. Ma'am, cut it out, get a job. YouTube is not a job. Don't get me started. All right. Okay, guys. So go ahead.
I've heard some things about YouTube paying people's rent and shit. So.
Well, if you have enough followers, you have some good content. Yeah, I get it. But all you do is get on the panel and talk shit about one person and anybody that likes the person every day. To where your followers, man, I wish I could pull that clip up. Those snips you sent me, where you got people coming in the comments talking about, we're kind of tired of hearing about Jag. And Ronnie, can you talk about something else? And she's cussing them out and throwing them out of the chat because they're requesting for her to speak about other topics. You're not. That tells me you're not a real YouTuber. You have a personal vendetta because real YouTubers, they cater to their followers.
Yeah.
Not and cuss them out.
And she would have cussed them out because she just basically at the core of her, she does not like being told what to do at all. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's cleaning your kitchen, how you eat, how you dress, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well,
you just
you
can't
got people
tell
telling her to clean the kitchen. Yeah, I know. It was one hero that entered the chat. When was that? The other day, he entered the chat and said, "Leave." I don't even know this guy. "Leave Auntie Leah alone. You look like an overweight seal." That's what he told her, and I was dying laughing. I was like, "Wow, you got some people that really don't like you on this here app, and everybody's a troll now that don't like you because they're just trying to tell you." Just stop talking about the same bull stuff. But you know what? Make your own grave. Do what you want to do. Who cares? I don't. Not
Mhm.
anymore.
No.
All right, so before somebody else coming up, Temper, you what? Temper.
Hey.
What? Yo, Temper's on the stage.
Hey, what's good, Temper?
Yeah, what's good, what's good, what's good? What y'all saying? Hey, Auntie Leo. Hey, Nick.
Hey,
Hey,
Temper.
Hey, Temper.
Mm.
What you got to say? You got a video you want me to play? Because you know you make some clever videos, Temper. You want me to take
Well,
a field trip over to your channel, guys? I know how to say.
Cancel.
I know how to
well,
say channel. I'm just being funny.
I've been sitting back,
Right.
listening and listening and listening, and it seemed like no one could find a proper strategy to roast this bird and put her where she belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, yeah, everyone trying, but I mean, I could call it straight down the middle. I could use her word. She say everything is content, right? So I
Mhm.
could use what I see. So I'm gonna use what I see as content.
Well, let's do it.
You
Mhm.
like to debate, so let's debate on the fact that okay, you wake up every day. I
Mhm.
got two women here on panel. Who starts
Yep.
their day jumping in front of a laptop and doesn't clean their kitchen? Who does that?
No one. Yep.
Wait a
Let's
minute.
debate. Let's really debate. So you want to debate? Let's debate. I'm
Yeah.
debating the fact that you don't eat clean food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna debate the fact that you don't cook.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna debate the fact that hey, you can't even talk relationship. I don't even want to hear you talking about a man because no man in their right mind is interested in a husband. Let's be real.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Facts.
You know what?
Nah,
You know what?
Oh
what's
my
that?
God.
I said you
He,
know it.
he
Yeah,
haven't said not one lie.
yeah, let's be honest. You shouldn't be talking about relationship because obviously you don't clean your house. If that
You
on to me,
strike one.
the kitchen is the heart of the home. Now the bedroom is where you find your peace, but the kitchen is the heart.
Yes.
Any
Speak it.
anyone anyone knows garbage over a day with any type of food items, it's gonna stink.
Yes.
Any
Yep.
any
Word.
any
Good cat.
come on now. You want to sit down in front of a computer while you got roaches and rats playing netball on your countertop?
Strike two. Strike two.
You got
Woo!
you got a whole rodent Olympic section going on. You got a whole football game.
No,
The
wait a
ro-
minute. Not a Roman Olympic.
You got the rats versus the ticks.
Oh my.
Playing netball in the background. You got centipedes riding motorbikes having a race. You got the
Strike
Indy
one.
500 going on in the background, and
Not the
you want
Indy
to sit down and
500.
debate? Let's debate.
You on the road, Tim?
You
I'm
want to sit
kidding.
down and debate? Let's debate.
Not
Mm-hmm.
the
Okay.
Indy 500.
Now, now
Rodent
think about
Olympic.
this. Think about this now. We didn't see the kitchen. The kitchen is a hog style. You can't
Yep.
tell me you eating out of there. If you eating out there,
Oh my.
come on. What award are you going for? The nastiest woman on YouTube?
Yeah, for sure.
What award do you want? Do you want to be nominated? Come on now.
Yeah.
When you represent, you say you representing. You representing now. Come on, hold on. You representing.
The
I'm sure
nasty
there are
That's key right there.
exactly. We've got Canadian YouTubers. We've got YouTubers from all around.
Mm-hmm.
right.
You might there happens to be the most nastiest one we've ever come
Oh
across,
my
and you have
God.
no shame. You have no pride.
Oh my
Agreed.
God.
I've seen. I'm not even going to diss it, but I love a woman who puts themselves together. Let's
Yes.
be real.
Yep.
I love a woman that really puts herself together. And when I look at her, I could say, yeah, yeah, yeah. But when I look at you, I see the same thing from last year.
Oh my God. The same dishes and all, huh? The same dirty
The
dishes and
same,
all, huh, Tip?
yes, from last year. And come on now. Any man knocks on that door, the first thing you open that door, I sorry for that little dog, but the scent in there is horrible.
Yep.
You look in the background, you see candles lit, you see all kind. That ain't helping, mom. You gotta clean the problem.
Wow, man. You are getting
Word.
Hal, just
He's
get
been
off the internet
waiting.
and log off now, because Tip done cooked your ass. You got cooked.
When you want to sit down
Oh,
and talk with and talk that, okay, anyone remembers when she had her mom to answer Ralph? Did anyone see the background on that table? You had charger cord, you had rat tail comb, the dog leash, you had dog
what?
products, you had box. I'm like,
Wow.
what the hell? Like,
Mhm.
Oh,
I don't want
my.
to hear you. So, like I say, she wants to debate.
She
Let's
wants to
debate the
debate.
fact that you should not be talking about relationships. You should
Listen.
not be talking about people. You should not be talking about gaslighting because when you go sit down and tell the world that you take 3 sets of pills just to be normal, like what are you?
Right.
What are
Oh
you?
shit.
Exactly.
Yep.
3 sets of pills just to be normal.
Wow.
Right.
Does
Exactly.
Arkham Asylum miss you? Do they pass that room and notice that bed is empty? Does anyone know Harley Quinn has escaped?
Yep.
Oh,
Exactly.
my.
Because
Exactly.
this woman is psychotic. And you could imagine, I mean, in a way, I mean, to be honest, I've been watching Jag Swag for a while. I
Uh,
never had the opportunity to come out and say nothing, but for the first time, I could voice my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think out of
yeah.
all, out of all the enemies I see Jaguar and Barry, and I ain't talking about no normal burial because some of them just trying to wake up in this algorithm. Think how
Right.
long that's how long they've been dead. 10 foot 10. This ain't no 6 foot 6, 10 foot 10.
10
Yep.
You
foot
know,
10.
out of all the enemies I see I had to put down,
Mhm.
this
Come
one,
on.
this one is like you need the sort of omens to deal with her. You need to call Lionel and the Thundercat squad because this one, she's sick. She literally I talking about you have someone who they admit they have CPTSD,
Yep.
PTSD.
Yes.
I take 3 sets
Mhm.
of pills just to be normal. I take mood stabilizers and shit. Like, hold on. And you wanna be attacking someone that's normal? When you
And
admit
Exactly.
you
and
see
she's
the
drinking it
world
down with
through
vodka.
Yes.
hello,
Hello. She's
hello,
drinking it.
Exactly, Tipper.
She's drinking it down with the vodka. She's
swallowing the
chasers.
kilometer. Real
Mhm.
talk.
Mhm.
You
Real
have
talk,
someone
Tip.
who admits. You have someone who literally then admit. And see, that's another thing too. YouTube is a whole rock. And you
Yep.
got all kind of people on you. You got some mental people too, because that's a section, the mental section.
Yep.
Right.
Anyone who could
Exactly.
sit down and listen, like seriously, anyone who could sit down and just listen to that nonsense. That someone who comes
Mm-hmm.
down who doesn't clean their kitchen. I mean, you have
Mm-hmm.
what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have 3 solid days, the whole weekend to clean your house. You don't
Mhm.
clean your kitchen, you can't cook. I don't know if you're eating, and even if you're eating, you can't be eating no clean dishes, clean pots, clean
Right.
pans. It look like everything already used up. You
Not a
can't say
thing.
you're living in a healthy home
Mm-hmm.
because your house, I mean, compared to Joe's apartment, I don't know which one is worse, your house or the nether realm. I don't know. You
Right.
got your little dog. You got your little dog running around in there. I don't know if he walks or not, but I sure between the dog scent, the garbage scent, the food scent, the scent, it's over
Period.
with.
You ain't
That's
saying
it.
nothing.
Yep.
Listen, no lies detected, Temper. No lies detected. She don't even got
Lie.
enough time in the day to do anything. Bathe, clean the kitchen,
Like I
bathroom,
said,
anything. Because she's on the
she
internet.
wants
Hey,
to debate.
What you
She
got
really
now?
wants to sit down and debate. So I'm gonna debate what I see. You want to talk about content? Well, you
Mm-hmm.
made your life your house content, so I'm gonna speak about it. You're
Yes.
nasty. You
Yeah,
aren't. You're not
very.
prioritized. You may claim you have a 3.9 GPA, but that don't mean you have pride.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yes.
right.
You may claim
Mm.
you have a 3.9 GPA, but that don't teach you common sense because I know
Uh-huh.
plenty educated fools.
Mm-hmm.
You better
Plenty
preach tonight.
educated fools.
Yep.
And we
Yes.
basically looking at one. You so smart that you don't know cleaning up your house is best for you and your health. If you have so much issues going on with you,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
you ought to come on the internet and I don't know what to call you, a grave digger or a bone shaker, but you digging up things. What? Oh my God! Like your content bowl is that dry,
Yep. It
Yes.
really is. It really is.
Yeah.
and that's why I
She's
call
making up.
people like them Decepticons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
100,
Yep.
100. 100%. You are on point tonight. I'm
Like
so glad to hear
like
your
you
voice too.
Oh, shit.
she says she wants to debate, so I'm going to debate the things that I see, and her way of debating is saying something simple as, "Okay, I'm stupid." But I'm not stupid enough to know how to not burn my food when I cook it up. I mean, you're that's lame. Come on, I see plenty stupid people do some dumb things and claim they smart.
Yep.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
So that kind of and she doesn't argue properly. She arguing with a bunch of low vibrational people,
Yep.
Yes.
and you could pinpoint and take her apart just like any old toy we done stripped from when we was a child.
Mm-hmm.
She
Exactly.
started she started off nice and shy, like she
Mm-hmm.
couldn't talk.
Just
That's
Oh,
fake.
right.
I just met Jag and I saw Natanya and I was wondering why people are so wicked and blah 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 blah.
Come on,
Couple
Yeah.
Tim.
weeks later,
That was her.
couple weeks later,
That was
oh
her.
Jag is in the chat. Can I drop the link? Can I drop the link? Can I drop the link? Ain't
Yeah.
no one asking you for no link. Then all of a
Right.
sudden you start doing things, doing things, doing things, doing things. And I mean, for anyone who was around 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
this ain't no new game.
No.
The only
Wow.
difference is this one actually got close, close, close. This ain't no new game, and Jag know this ain't no
Yes.
new game. So for the disinformation I see her running right now, come on.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You cloud
Exactly,
you
Tim.
cloud
Yes.
you cloud chasing number one. You're already in debt number two. And I'm not even sure you in debt because you said your mom works.
Yep.
And
Right.
speaking of your mom, since you want to make things content, I didn't hear you talk about everybody, but I didn't see your mom tell you clean that kitchen up the other day when she walked behind you. And look at that. She walked past like
My,
she ain't seen nothing.
because
She had her mom on
children
camera,
are the
yo.
project of their parents. Just like
So
those.
so so let's debate because the last time my grandmother talked to me, she told me, son, if you want to know who the daughter is, you gotta look at the mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what she
Had
said.
to. Had to. It's
So if
facts.
So, Owl, if you really want to debate, let's debate because you ain't making much of sense. You
Yeah,
don't
come on
want
the
you,
panel, Al.
yeah, you don't really want to face nobody because at the end of the day, your rhetoric is dead. You
Yep. I
contradict
agree.
yourself every day, every day. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she wants to debate. Here's another hot topic. You claim you were an essay victim.
Mm-hmm.
You then after that,
Yes.
you claim you don't have no emotion.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
I don't bully. You claim you don't bully essay victims. I see you. I see you did it to Jag. I
Hmm.
see you did it to Natanya. Okay,
Yes.
I see you did it to the guy on the radio station. And I don't even.
Hmm.
I don't believe in going in people business. But these are the things you said you don't do. See
Yep.
These
when you
ones.
drinking.
I don't think
No,
Tanya was SA though,
no. When I say that, she said she don't
but I
make
know what
fun
you
of
mean.
victims. Yeah, she don't make fun of
Yeah, yeah,
victims.
yeah.
You know. But
Yep.
Right,
she
right.
counters herself. So today when she drinking Grey Goose, she thinking like a Grey Goose. Tomorrow when she thinks Jack Daniels, she thinking she is Daniel Boone.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's facts.
Oh my God.
That is 100% facts right there. That is
Yeah, I
100%
wish I had it
facts.
like that.
Yeah,
That be
yeah,
subject.
man.
100% facts. Hey,
She could get herself red hand. She don't want to be caught because I see everyone don't want to play the game, but she won't get down and dirty. So let's get down and dirty. I love trench works. I love building a building from the ground up.
Mhm.
So at the end of
Yep.
the day, Margie ain't making no sense. If you look at two of her lives or two of her past lives, Jaguar this and that against Jaguar and Donut, like Tisa tell. Then the next one is the real truth why Jaguar and Donut. Like that's the same thing.
Mhm.
Over and over and over again.
exactly.
Yep.
Hey Jay, you ever had a song
Yep.
with Lamb Chop used to sing at the end of her little show? The song that never ends?
Oh, yes, yes. Lamb chop. That's my shit. Song that
Real talk.
never ends.
Absolutely.
Goes
Yeah,
on
to bring
and
it back
on, my friend.
to bring it back full
Yes.
cycle.
Hey, Temper,
To bring it back.
guys, hold
Yo.
that thought. We got Odell. Odell's live.
Oh,
Let's
Diddy
head over
live.
there real quick. Hey, Tim, stay on the panel. Hold that thought, okay? We're
Oh,
gonna just
yeah.
travel, take a field trip real quick over to Odell's set. It's live.
I'll be there shortly.
Yeah, don't trip. You ain't even got to cam up. Don't trip. Just do what you got to do. I was just telling the people here, look, today's the equivalent of like what we used to do back in the day. Jag, I know you remember the corner bum, the corner wine or for change to get his next wine or wine or whatever, beer, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I made the equivalent. I said today's equivalent of like going up to that, Freddie, the wino on the corner. And if you really wanted to have some story time, you would sit down and be like, "Yo, Freddie, here's a few bucks. Tell me about in the 1930s when you came up." And he'll get his Thunderbird and be like, "Oh yeah,
Sure, y'all like
in
it.
the 1940s, 1930s, I remember the T450s rolling down the street, blah blah blah." Like, he start talking, he start telling you, and you go, "Oh, tell me more, Freddie." You go, "Here, go get another thing of Thunderbird." And that's the equivalent. Right now, that's the equivalent today is like you going to someone's channel who obviously looks inebriated and probably on some other substances, and you just continuously giving them cash app, and they say make it Wayne or something, or oh, thanks for the cash app, right? Or you donating, right? Like that's the equivalent of you going to the corner wino, the corner bum, and being like, "Yo,
It's me.
tell me about your life. Tell me about your life story." You agree or disagree?
Oh no, I'm enjoying your analogy. It's just reminding me of fine days in the hood.
Yeah. What up, Jamie and Zach? Cats in the building. Nick, what's up, Nick?
Hey
Auntie Lee in
family.
the house. Shadow Jackson. Yeah, see, today you ain't gotta go to the corner. And plus the winos are all they're you don't really see winos, and just like you really don't see crackheads anymore. They're out there though, but you don't really see crackheads in the hood no more. Like I
No,
know
the
that one joke they
crackhead
be like,
watching has depleted quite a bit over the
well, they
years.
all
I
been
think they're all
concentrated.
online.
Well, that part, or the real life crackheads have been concentrated to places like Skid Row or YouTube.
That too.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
too.
yeah. There's a few content creators. But I'm like, what is your purpose? What do you do here? So I'm not on. I don't try to be on nobody's jock like that. But I'll say shout out to Miss Lowdown because at least she's someone that and y'all know you shouted her out, but she's someone who I see a link now, I see a video of her now. Oh, okay, I'll click and listen because she's credible, right?
For the most part, as much as any YouTuber can be.
Okay. Gene Deal, same thing. If I'm gonna listen to someone, I listen to Gene. Like, oh, okay. Gene ain't finna put no bullshit on his name.
Right.
So
I
shout out to Gene. Shout out to
and shout
Paperwork
out to
too.
Gene. And shout out to Gene for like taking that stray like such a G.
Right.
Because that was a
Right.
whole stray. That was a whole stray. And I don't
Hmm.
know, for me, it's just like watching all of it go down. It's hard not to look at YouTube with a side eye. I don't know how
Yeah.
anyone can credibly not look at YouTube with a side eye. It's when you have people like there's somebody, I'm not even gonna mention the name, but they were literally sitting there, they're going back and forth with trolls. They used to sit with us, but now they're in a war with the troll, and all of the ammunition that they're using to go after the trolls had either your name around it or my name around it. And I'm like, and you need to be worried about what they're saying about you. No one's saying anything about anyone.
Right.
And
Right.
it's just, it's wild how people have gotten so used to misusing people's names, lying on people's names, tapping on people's names, impersonating people. Like it's just gotten to the point now where I don't know how any of the people that are there take it seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you said, what's the point? You better all go into Jocko,
Exactly.
crackhead mechanic who knows how to
Right.
fix your transmission with a
Right.
straight pin and some old rubber bands.
With some duct tape and some crazy glue.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Actually,
me.
Gorilla Glue now,
Gorilla.
Crazy
Okay.
Glue has been
Gorilla glue.
officially retired.
Shoot, even the crackheads who remember that Divine Brown. Uh, was that her? Yeah, Divine Brown. Ain't nobody got time for that. Remember her?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I got
talking
I
time
about
for
just,
that.
Sweet Brown?
I got time
not
for
the
that.
yeah. Was her name Divine Brown? No,
Sweet
not
Brown.
Divine Brown. That's the Sweet Brown. Divine Brown's the hooker that Hugh Grant got caught with.
Well, both viral sensations.
But Sweet Brown, I just saw a picture of her on Facebook. She even cleaned her life up, and she like X amount of years clean. I'm like, oh, congratulations. No,
Listen to me, that was one of my favorite monologues when it first hit. And then when I seen that Tyler Perry was talking about putting her in one of his Medea movies, I said, see, that's the end of it for her.
then jump the damn shark. Then
I
jump
said,
the
that's
shark. Speaking of jumping the shark, and speaking of jumping the shark, because you kind of mentioned the thing with Gene, and I was gonna tie it in. I'm gonna do a double, right? So shout out to Gene because I was listening to him yesterday, and he was saying how he's taking this whole he's gonna take this YouTube stuff offline. So I'm gonna get in contact with him because you already know that we already been working on something and we got some. You already know, right?
I
So
know. But the
shout
truth
out to
is,
him.
I think it's time that people like us in our positions work together like the enemies are working together. Welcome, Nikki.
Exactly.
Welcome to the West Side.
Appreciate you, Nicholas. Nikki. Yeah.
It's the thing for me that I think I'm having the biggest problem with is people really don't listen. They literally only listen for what they want to hear. They don't really listen anymore.
Hmm.
People don't pay
No.
attention. They
No.
listen, and I think it's because of technology. I think technology has gotten people so used to just consuming bite sizes of information that that's really all people are trained to listen to or listen for anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are they're he said what? The whole sentence might say, this is a perfect
They get
example. Huh?
they get a little sound bite.
So like the whole sentence would say, there is a possibility that if the charges don't go through, President Trump is going to pardon Diddy. Like,
I saw that.
Trump's going to give Diddy a pardon. All they heard was Diddy, Trump, pardon.
Right.
That's all they needed
Yep.
was those 3 words. And then
Yep.
we will. They're moving, doing what they're doing. Let's see if I can find another backdrop. But it's well, I don't want to.
I like that backdrop.
You like the back? I can leave it up.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead and switch it. It's cool because it's confusing. I'm saying I like that picture. You know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But go ahead. You can switch it up.
Let's see if we can find a little shade under the palm tree.
Oh, there we go. Under the tree, huh? Remember that? Under the tree. Remember that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, under the tree.
They gon'. Mm-hmm. I just hope they remember that. Shoe program.
You want to know?
Shoe program.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know where that came from?
You told me. I forgot though. But you told me.
Under the tree.
You told me. I forgot.
Yeah, it's forgettable. At least that's what I would want for it to be. But no, I mean, it's just people really, they really go too far, and we got to find a way to just like, we have to learn how to turn off.
Right,
we do. We have to learn how to turn off, but we also need to learn how to turn up when it's right.
That's facts.
Oh yeah.
Turning up is always good, but it's got to be at the right time.
Yes.
And
Turn
for the
off
right
and
reason.
turn up.
Right. Yeah.
That's real shit.
But that's what they're afraid of.
That's right.
Because I come from a city where I hate to say it, Rodney King he just got stomped out real bad. We turned this mother up. Rodney King didn't even get unalive.
Right.
But what did we do? Oh, I mean, it was a bunch of things. It was the Natasha Harlins, her, that Korean lady doing that, and it just was like, come on.
He was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Man, no, the jury getting those cops off.
Right.
That was
it.
That's what we call the pistol stop.
I wonder what moment will be like that for this generation, because I don't know. Everybody's so damn complacent. People scared. I get it, the technology, I get it, but let me tell you one thing. One of our elders said, Baba Steve Coakley. He said, we got the advantage at night. I just want y'all to know that. Any youngsters, we got the advantage at night. You know what I'm saying? Don't have that moment. It's just a lot of fuckery going on, and everybody's just kind of like, hey.
Well, people are so easily distracted. People are so easily distracted. The truth is, the only reason that the George Floyd story probably got the attention that it got was because it happened during the pandemic. Yep. People were forced to be home. People had nothing else to do. There was no work. There was no school. Everyone. If life had been normal and that had happened, would we really have heard about it?
No. Speaking of, there was a Joey Badass movie that I just happened to see. Side note, kind of, but it's along the same, right?
Yeah.
Two Distant Strangers, right? It came out some years ago. Netflix. It was a Netflix thing. So if you look it up, it's called Two Distant Strangers, right? Mm-hmm. So the premise, it's a short, basically. The premise is like Joey Badass plays this like nerdy black boy kid, and he just leaving a one night stand of the apartment of some little cute chick or whatever, and then he steps outside, and then he gets into an altercation with this racist cop, right? And the cop unalives him, and Joey Badass wakes back up, and he's, it's like a nightmare. He woke back up in the bed, and he's going through the motions again throughout the day, and it's like deja vu. He's like, wait, I know you're gonna say it. So every time he goes downstairs, that cop comes in and unalives him, right?
That's like
so it just keeps happening.
Groundhog's Day.
Right, right. But but look, it just keep happening, right? And then he decides one day I'm gonna talk to the guy and try to reason with him. Um, and the day that he got throughout the whole day, because he was reasoning with the guy, he got to know him. It happened like 100 times. He's like, I know this guy now. I'm gonna talk to him about his life, blah blah blah. And then in the end, the guy, spoiler alert, the damn cop still unalives him. Like he's like he makes it look like you're home free. You let him go, and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, nice meeting you, nice talking to you.
Who wrote that?
Right, like subliminally. What does it say? What does it say? Subliminally, what does it say?
I can think of 3 things that it says loud.
Wow.
Number 1, as long as you're black, you're always going to be running from something. That's the first thing. That's what I heard. The first thing it screamed to me. The second thing it said to me is that it doesn't matter how fast you try to run, this is going to be your outcome. The last thing is, even if you choose the path of peace, you will be met with aggression, regardless. It's terrible.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Martin Luther.
See, and they're not talking about Rodney Hinton. People ain't really talking about that. That Rodney Hinton, the junior, I think he ended up. No, what happened? I think Rodney Hinton.
Educate us, because everybody might not know what you're talking about.
Okay, so let me just so I'm not spreading false information. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Plus,
we don't want to do. There's enough of that going on.
Oh, of course. See, it's our responsibility to tell the real deal. But Rodney Hinton in Ohio, he was unalived by some deputies, and then his dad came in. His dad came after them cops, like yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell type of spirit. You know what I'm saying?
All the way.
Right. I mean, that's essentially just the story, though. Yeah. See, they're not talking about that. Even the whole thing with the brothers being in New Orleans, them escaping.
That story has been very, like, it was, and then it was
right. But I think they caught 9, and I think 2 are still on the run. I did a thing about Vlad saying, hey, you guys are going to get caught anyway, so why don't you let me interview you? Which it's like, Vlad, shut the fuck up. And then
I like that idea.
You like that idea for Vlad to interview them?
Yeah, because it's reminding me of a movie that I watched when I was coming up. And the movie, it Natural Born Unalivers.
I remember.
What was it? What's her name? She was. Oh, why can't I remember her name now?
Dang, this is my tongue. But it was Woody
Harrelson and Juliette Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, Julianne Moore just keep dropping in my mind. But Juliette Lewis, I believe it was. And she's had a interesting career. She's always chosen quirky parts. But that movie, and
always
the second that you said it, it made me think of the movie, because Robert Downey Jr's character.
Can I have some melanin? Can I have some melanin?
Journalist, kind of like Vlad,
almost like a Piers Morgan and Vlad, like a Piers Morgan and Vlad, like
Vlad, but packaged as current affair.
Right.
And so they took all of, and that's the other thing that I love about Robert Downey Jr. Like that, and what was it, Tropical Thunder, when he was the white man.
He was the black guy.
British man. Remember, he was really British at the end.
I thought they loved these two together.
Robert Downey always. Salute to Robert Downey
The perfect
Jr.
match.
Thank God he survived Hollywood.
He used to be in the crack houses in the hood.
Yeah, I know.
Like they would find him in the crack houses.
I think OD's
on Crenshaw.
Listen to me. He wasn't alone, and there were
I ain't gonna even
other
go there.
Hollywood actors.
See, I ain't gonna even go there.
Hot fries, don't
Look,
do that, y'all.
back in the day, I ain't gonna go there.
But anyway, though, we could talk about Blair Underwood on that 10-speed riding down around. But anyway,
Not Ralph's bike.
those were hard
We can talk
movies.
about Larry Fishburne running up in a gay club looking for somebody, but I ain't gonna go there.
Look, we ain't the ones to gossip, so you ain't hearing
You
from
ain't
us.
hear from me.
But
I wrote a song about it. Well, here you go.
But what I was saying
Right.
is that in the movie he played the character Wayne Gale,
Mhm.
and
Like
Wayne
40,
Gale
39
decided
life.
after Mickey and Mallory got caught that he was gonna interview them, and it was gonna be huge, and it was gonna be big, and they were gonna take them out after the interview. They had this whole big plan, and then they turned that thing upside down on their head, and they did do the interview. He did get his one-on-one interview
Right,
with them,
right.
and then they unalived him.
Yeah,
And he said,
yeah.
but wait a minute, doesn't Mickey and Mallory always leave someone to tell the tale? There's no one
Right.
here but me. Come on, guys. We could go big. We could be bigger than anything. And it's just, I don't know. I want to watch that movie again and just think of Vlad.
Vlad doing bad.
Yeah, that was if they were to get a hold of Vlad, and that would have been the end. And okay, I see. Go ahead, and make that happen. But look, the spirit of them. See, really, I think people need to pay attention. The system that they used to call, well, they called it white supremacy. I never called it. It's white terror domination, white inferior. That system is done. That's why Trump. Let's get back to Trump. That's why Trump. That's why look at Macron, the French president. Or what is it, Canadian? No, he's a French president, right? Even Putin. Like these people are realizing that they're done. Global white terror domination is done. This, where we're at, North America, that's tribal land. That's us. So keep playing. See, that's why they do what they do. They propagate the image of a black death and this and that, because it's now a mental thing. It's a mind thing. So let me put it back on Trump.
You said that,
like you said.
That's my premiere coming.
Even before Trump said what he said, because he said that today about. Go ahead, fill us in with what Trump had said.
Well, for me, if I'm gonna see 25 thumbnails pop up within 15 minutes of each other,
I swear that was
saying that
crap.
Trump is gonna pardon Diddy, I need to hear it from the horse's mouth.
He's not.
So
Nah.
I went and I looked at what he said.
Yeah.
And he didn't say he was going to pardon Diddy. Matter of fact, it was what he did say about Diddy that I thought it was interesting no one talked about.
Exactly.
First things first, he got ambushed with the question in the Oval.
Yes.
He wasn't really talking about these issues at all. He was talking about government things. So I'm going to find out who that guy was, that reporter, and what network that he came from, because he made sure that he got the Diddy question in there.
Right.
And he said, is there any possibility of you pardoning Diddy? And, we know you guys go back and you used to be friends, whoop, 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 whoop. And Trump made it very clear. Yeah, once upon a time, they were cool. But then the second he went into politics, the diddler flipped on him. Started, icing him out. As people are finding out, he's very capable of doing. And more importantly than that, he started taking shots at him.
Sure did.
So, considering that him and all of his friends,
we'll see what she's talking
about. Promoting
you got
the
that?
DNC.
Yeah, I got a video about that.
I thought that it was interesting that nobody heard him say that. Yeah, but he also cleaned it up by saying that whether I like you or not, if you're getting jammed up, yeah, I'm going to help because I don't want to see people get bullied and abused.
Yeah.
And that doesn't say that he's pardoning Diddy. It doesn't say that at all. What it says is, just like he commuted Larry Hoover's sentence, just like he just pardoned NBA YoungBoy, he's choosing what he wants to do. I don't think he was fans of any of these people.
Throwing jabs at
no.
Kitty, to be
honest. So once again, if he's not fans of them and he
I'll
pardons
explain
them,
later.
that's him just being honest about it.
Right.
But I do
Mm.
like the vagueness, because if it's that little blurb from him in the Oval, it's kind of like a Rorschach test right now.
Yeah.
The question is when everyone else looks at it, what do you see? What did you hear? What I
Right.
heard was a very, very, very smart politician pivot on a question that was meant to be an ambush.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just all of the hope that came from just hearing Trump, Diddy, and pardon all in the same sentence. And everybody, oh my God, oh my God, oh my
They took the little
God.
sound bite. They took the sound bite and ran with it.
What's
Because
he supposed to
shout
say?
out,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let him throw the book at the diddler. I'm gonna let him do that. Yeah. No party for him. He's gonna rot in jail. He turned on me. He did this. He did that. Now, see, this is the problem. If he had have done that, let's just say that was his response.
Yeah.
mhm,
Right.
For whatever enemies are working
Y'all,
within our
he is
State
not
Department
going
still
to pardon
that
Diddy.
were working for
yeah,
the
I
agenda
personally
that brought
think
our country to
Trump
this pass,
being
it would
petty.
kind of let them know, hey, you better work faster. You better clean it up
Right.
right,
faster.
right.
If
Exactly,
he
He
does
got
Jack. You
that,
daughters
got
and
it.
he got a wife.
and
Yeah,
if
he
he
ain't gonna
says
pardon
Diddy
him.
and avoids it,
Not
Yeah.
after that
then
video.
people just
No.
make their own assumption and say, oh, well, he's
I think he
definitely
throwing
on the
jabs,
streets.
y'all.
It
That's
was
why I think
smart.
he
It was the
pardoned
smart call.
like
He
young
He is
boy
look.
like a dude.
and
He's
who
over the
he's like, nigga,
he's
you
over
ain't
the
get no
executive
pardon.
branch of the government. There's 3 branches of the government, y'all: executive, judicial, and legislative. Right? The ones who write it, the ones who execute it, the ones who So come on, y'all. If y'all don't know civics, go back to school and learn that. Right? Um,
Mm.
Trump obviously is a chess player. I'll say it like that. I find it funny that, well, number one, Diddy has been a Democratic shield for
After
I'm the vote or die, man. Wow, that was a Democratic
Democrats.
shield. Um, then all of a sudden, a couple of weeks back, Obama's name was mentioned in the Diddy case. Don't get it twisted. Obama's third term was that last term that happened after Trump. If y'all really want to, really talk politics. Um, and Obama was trying to make this. He was like, don't get it twisted. Don't think that these politicians all hate each other. They're all cool. They kick it. They party. Don't get it
Nah,
twisted.
they
That's
They
homies.
the
kick it.
problem. No, but that's the problem with politics. Politics ain't no different than
Speak, Jack.
YouTube.
Right,
Speak, Jack.
right.
Yeah.
Like, for
So
instance, let's explain how it works.
go ahead.
Republicans, Democrats, and then you have all of the other little parties that everyone pretends like don't exist anyway. But you got Republican, you got Democrat. Now, at the
Mhm.
public, when we're looking at the news, they're debating, they're going back and forth. They got us believing that they don't bang with each other, that they don't know
Right,
each other. It's all controlled opposition.
right,
It's all controlled opposition. It should prove
right.
to you that, it should have proved to us that it was controlled opposition when all of the people that were supporting Trump after January 6th turned on him the second that they realized that he was about to get screwed over.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, if this was real, your party wouldn't be picking you up and dropping you off like an OnlyFans model.
Hold on. Philly 2-1 box that I fuck with Jaguar, but a headband and a suit is diabolical. You know what?
You about to get
This is
Unfit.
I'm
Who said that?
look. Well, hold on. Let me hold on. Like, how Ray J try to have this little shit. I'm gonna do my thing. Like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wolf Burgundy, and I don't give a fuck what you got to say. I don't give a fuck what you
Right.
got. This is me. You can't beat me in real life. Now back to you, Jaguar.
We judging men's clothes
So
and shit.
anyway, like, I've been trying to work on this new thing. I'm so used to having a members only platform now and only having my members in the chat that I have to remember to pretend this is a members only
You calm down,
chat
Philly. What do you
and
say?
just say comfortable.
He said, "Do you think AI?" They call me Allen. I get Allen Iverson. I get Exhibit. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I don't trip off of them.
Yeah,
Shout out. No,
okay.
don't. Auntie Leia, he's
It's just
fine.
300 seconds.
It's,
It's just a
it's just
warning.
you cool, silly. You can keep because you already when I start bagging on you and I start talking about your mama, don't get mad. But go ahead. It's all jokes. I ain't mad at him.
Regulate.
But no, Jag is used to the members only, so I'm here for the smoke. Go ahead. I like getting clowned. I'm used to
I
getting
try to
clowned.
stay away from the smoke because I'm the fire.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, as you should. But yeah, this gonna be my new thing. I'm gonna be Wolf Burgundy, right? I'm gonna come with a headband. I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Listen to me.
You
You can
gonna
be
come with a
Wolf
suit.
Burgundy. You can be Wolf Cabernet. See, that's the beautiful thing. You're on YouTube. You can be anything you want to be.
Like most of these damn crackhead YouTubers, exactly. Hello everyone. Hello everyone.
Let me sit here with 35 people and pretend I know how to
The
do
shade,
Diddy.
Odell, the shade.
Let me talk about the same subject for 35 weeks straight. Let me talk about the same person 35 weeks straight. I'm coming after you.
Oh my God.
I'm against racism, but I have racists on my platform.
You want to know what I don't understand?
So
When
dumb
did
ass.
appearance become the most important thing in communication?
I think it's always been important,
Really?
right?
I
Right.
don't know, because we followed a lot of ugly people who were really smart throughout the years, who didn't know how to
Like who?
dress, who had look at some of our, you go back in the 80s, bad hair, weird
Yep.
clothes, odd colors. People was doing all kinds of stuff. If you go back to the 60s and the 70s, half of them.
Well, I was gonna say the only person, because I'm looking at Channel 7 right now. When I was little, it was a weatherman. If you're from LA, how many of y'all from LA know about George Fishback, right? That fucker had these goofy glasses on. He looked like Mr. Magoo, and he'll tell you the way. He'd be like, "Oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow," and it'd be sunny. Like like what's that one joint where Outkast said, "Weatherman telling us it ain't gonna rain," so like that was George Fishback, and he was crazy looking in the mug and tell you the weather and be like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna snow tomorrow." And it'd be hot in the mug. But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. I can't think of nobody where it's like if they were not attractive. Well, no, I guess back in the day, you're right. If they didn't have to be attractive, yeah.
It didn't used to be about that. It didn't used to be about what you wore or what you dress. Like none of that stuff. It was about your information, how you presented yourself, and how you dealt with people. So it's just funny. Like everyone, want to jump the thing. I'm wearing it. That's the thing.
That's it. That's it.
I'm wearing it. So if I'm wearing it, then it must mean I'm okay with it. So if I'm okay with it, why is it bothering you? Like if I want to walk around in a Barney sweatsuit wearing LA, what was it? The LA gears that lit up.
Damn, some LA gears.
LA
Oh,
gears, I haven't seen them since I was
God.
a
LA
child.
gears.
To me, what makes a person dope is the person that could put that on and make it
I've
hot.
been 25 for so long, y'all.
I used to. What was that saying that they used to have? Clothes don't make the man make the clothes.
Right.
Corey Holcomb's a perfect example of that. And Corey Holcomb be dressing like a straight,
hit the like button.
like
Y'all.
5150. That's why his name is. That's why he got the 5150 show.
Somebody tell the
Shout out to Corey Holcomb.
on over here when we get done with sex live, please.
No, but just listen to me. That brother, and guess what? He comes in all of his. When I think of Corey and the way he dresses, it reminds me of a 70s blaxploitation film.
But that's part of his thing. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I think so.
I think it's like a stick. It's like oh great, Dolomite showed up.
You posted Nick. I posted Nick sometime.
But that's the thing. People used to have character. People used to have identity. Even David Letterman, with all of the money that he made, all of the things he wore sneakers.
Yeah.
He wore
Speaking of, and people who are not
Here, I
you
got,
know,
I
who are
got
going
art,
against the
I got
grain.
art
I
angel.
played this video. I played a song earlier in the show
What you say?
yesterday. Little Tekka, he's from New York.
Mhm.
He's been doing this thing since about
What you
what,
say,
like
Auntie?
16. So and he's like 22 now. He's one of them cats. So I'm like, okay. I wouldn't. I heard that beat. I'm like, oh, this is a West Coast dude. He sound like who's that one dude?
Say
Casey
something.
Veggies. Uh, he kind of had that sound, the beat wise, but he's a young cat out there right now that he's doing his own thing, got his own style, got his own, you know, whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah, shout out to him. But we got to start saluting people who are forward, like just doing their thing, like quit following the herd type
Individuals.
of deal.
Individuals. Weird Al Yankovic sold more records than a lot of pop culture artists. Like, you'd be
Hmm.
surprised if you looked at Weird Al, and Weird Al had his own thing going on. Like, what happened to the days? I remember when the Humpty Dance came out.
Doing the Humpty
We
The
dance.
Humpty
loved
Hump.
Give your
Humpty.
chance to the hump.
And what nobody
Rest in
talking
peace.
about, he's not wearing
Do the Humpty
Balenciaga.
hump.
Rest in peace to
You know,
Shock
Ashanti
G,
was in that
man.
Rest in
video.
peace, Shot
Yeah.
G.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
weird he's gone,
Woo.
isn't it?
He gave my boy
Yeah,
a
man.
chance.
That's crazy.
Was she?
But okay, let's run it back,
Oh
right?
man.
I didn't know
Let's
that.
run it back.
I brought up
Baby.
Trump. I brought up the situation with Diddy. Because I found it weird. I hit YouTube and I just see Trump pardon Diddy. I even shout out to Thought Crimes. They had a video and they had this that Diddy pardons Trump. I was like, wait. And this was I swear to God, I was like, wait, what's going on? Everybody I know what you should talk about. So I'm like, I guess that's the same thing going on with YouTube right now. Everybody is Diddy pardon Trump. But ain't nobody talking about what Suge said last night. Not a lot of people are talking about it because
No,
Suge
most
Suge was
people they're staying away from it. But this is the thing.
Suge dropped a bomb.
You want to remind them?
Yeah.
I mean, if they didn't see, I'm pretty sure. No, in that video shot, thank you for being on my channel. They say I don't get no views unless you're on. But you yesterday that video, that video that we did, and that was kind of like last minute. And I kind of was like, yeah, we should, because I've been waiting on Suge to say that, but Suge basically went on. Y'all can look at the video yesterday. Suge told on everybody.
Everybody.
Ray J,
Hey, the neck in
Ray,
the West.
Jimmy Iovine, Bad Boy staff, Bad Boy as a record label producer. Like he talked about everybody. Reggie Wright, of course, and Reggie then came back, of course.
But wait a minute. See, look, somebody just put a
Yeah.
comment up on my channel. Trump pardon with the scary face, and that's
Oh,
why
hold
they're
on.
doing it.
Y'all look, Neck in the West, y'all. Y'all go hit his page and let everybody and tell him, y'all hit his page and say impersonation because he's using my registered logo and I've
Yeah.
already reported him. So go ahead, get the neck out of here. Go ahead.
What in the neck? How about that? What in the neck?
Well, no,
Is
he got
that-
booted out. Next, nigga. Next.
What's in
Next.
the neck?
Next, nigga.
No, but
I've
one
been
thing that
waiting
I
to
don't
block
think
a
that anybody
beard.
was paying attention to, and this kind of ties back into Gene. Everyone heard what Suge had to say and talking about Gene and Reggie being good friends.
Mhm.
And Gene
Yeah, they
made
both
it very clear
law
when he
enforcement.
became affiliated with Reggie, and it wasn't so long after that whole time. The
Yeah.
thing is I believe Suge and I believe Gene. But see, once again, this is when it comes to listening. And this is why I say I don't think everyone was really listening. What Suge actually said was Reggie Wright said
Said it. He
him
said it.
and Gene had been friends all along.
Yeah.
Reggie said that. Suge
Yeah.
didn't say
Not Suge. Suge didn't say it right.
Suge didn't say that he had knowledge or had evidence that they had been in collusion. No. What he did was, it was a very Jaguar right thing to do. He threw a snowball in the hell to see how fast it was going to melt.
Yeah.
Because, see, him saying that forced Gene in a position to have to explain himself. And now, just in case Suge wasn't sure, he should be very sure now that the information about the so-called collusion between him and Gene Deal came from Reggie Wright Jr.
Mm.
Boom.
Boom, boom.
Now this makes me think. This makes me think. Trump saying that about Diddy today. What Suge said, been saying for a few days. Come on now. Like, and Suge said it. There's law enforcement involved in all this, and we all know this. And it's deeper. We got the PDF people. It's deep. Like y'all, man,
The
it's
truth
possible.
is it's ugly. No, the truth is this thing is ugly. It is ugly, and everyone is clamoring. You know, I find it interesting now that in the midst of all of this, now the whole Desiree Perez thing and her daughter
I was about
and
to
her
say
husband
that.
coming forward. Like,
I was about to say that.
see,
Yeah,
this is the
and
thing.
then
You're dealing with a liar, and you think they're a liar, and you know that they've been lying to you and you can't prove it. The only way truth out of them is if you force the truth out. Suge saying that
162
thing about Gene
signatures.
and Reggie, that was information mining gold. Because now
yeah,
Suge know.
yep. See, Suge knows so much. He knows so much, and he's using all that knowledge that he knows. It's like when you're in court, and you know.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
If they
Yeah, what
got
is
you on the witness stand, right, and they try to get you to say
Yeah.
something that they already know the answer to, I mean, you got to be smart, right? But Suge knows the answer, and he's like, okay, all right. So he threw it out there. But that's why I said, look,
You gotta
I
beat
wouldn't
the
be
grass
surprised.
sometimes
Right,
to find out where the snakes are.
I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy tries to like what they. Well, he may try to say, hey, I'll take a deal type of situation. It's probably too late, but
No, I snagged it from you.
I don't know. But like you say, it's just going to get real interesting for the next couple of weeks. That's that's
See, this is the
that's really all I got to say.
he should have took the deal when they offered it to him.
Or should
Yeah,
have.
Want to
yeah.
know who else got offered a deal like Diddy got offered before their trial and said no?
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly,
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Not just no. Eligio Bishop, Nature
really?
Boy.
Oh, his dumb ass. Yeah, yeah.
And you see what
Okay.
happened to him? He got life.
Well, oh well, oh well.
So
Yeah,
I
because
just
they already had what they had on them. They already had what they had on them. Like he was just the dumbest, goofiest. Well, that's a whole nother conversation. I don't even want to.
yeah, but
That
the
ain't
thing
my
is,
realm.
how is his behavior any different than the diddlers?
Well, Diddy and Nature Boy are both cocky. That part.
The only
Hmm.
difference
And
is Diddy had better government contacts and he was well funded.
mhm,
He was an informant.
right. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting time. Of course, I don't think Trump would give Diddy a pardon.
I
That's
know
just
you
why would you,
don't.
I wouldn't even. That's not even going to be
Playing at Diddy's
a
face right
subject line of
now.
mine.
Well, see, this is the thing. We actually know people that are associated. We know what's being said. And the thing is, people keep overlooking the fact because of all of the fake news and all of the shadow bananing with real information. They had no idea that during Trump's last administration, before Biden and them got back in there to work the Obama-nation agenda to keep that going, he was going heavy after human teleporting, child teleporting, and crimes against humanity, especially for Americans. But they quieted all of that up.
Yep.
So my question is, if that was his agenda the last time he got interrupted and he came back, what would make anybody think that he's going to be interested in pardoning anyone that goes and falls right in line, or at least allegedly falls right in line with the agenda in which he's after. And I'm telling you right now, Liz
Right, Jay,
Crokin,
speak.
she is on fire.
Yeah. Odell said he's gonna get Liz
And
on
she
our
wants
channel.
the Diddy into consideration that it's not just our government that we're looking
Kathy
at.
White.
We're looking at what they know as a shadow
Right.
government.
Mhm.
And see,
Y'all
the
ready for
shadow
that?
government doesn't
Y'all ready
operate
for
under the
that?
same rules of regular
You
government.
ready for
These are
Liz
people
Crokin on the
I don't
channel?
know if he
working
ready.
within our system to corrupt it from all
That's gonna
sides
be
of field.
big right
It's no
there.
Yeah.
different than the troll farm
It's gonna be
here
dope.
on YouTube.
Right.
You got a bunch of, I
Oh,
want
for
y'all to
sure.
think about this. That's who the shadow government is in our American government. We have our government, our people who are earnestly there to do what they're doing, and then they got their own troll farm.
Yeah.
And just like here on YouTube, some of the trolls get along, some of the trolls pretend they hate each other, some of the trolls pretend they don't even know each other. But they're all working a secret agenda in the background.
They are.
And that's the
Cahoots.
same thing that shadow government
Yep.
is doing, in my opinion, allegedly, my own opinion,
Mhm.
what's
Facts.
been going on now. So if you bring in like a heavy gunner like Cash Patel, you got this administration
Cash
back in
Patelli.
office. What they have to do is make sure that whatever measures they take don't completely destroy what
Preach, Jazz.
structure we have
Preach.
while they're trying to save it. This is not going to be
Y'all,
easy.
Diddy is not, I mean, Trump is not going to part with
That's
this
Yeah.
like
why
ever.
everybody's looking for an easy
Nah,
way out. It wasn't an easy
Trump
way
is
in,
trolling
and
not
it
at
him.
was a
all.
long time in the making. I mean, what do you
Gotta let the process happen. Again, I am not a Trump supporter, but I definitely understand when it's time to produce justice. He said if someone's getting jammed up, because he knows if someone is getting done wrong, he's gonna produce justice. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If
I respect
the
that.
even thing with Diddy and Jag, don't say anything because you didn't already said enough about the Diddy stuff, right? There's no need for you. You're vindicated. Like I don't care what anybody say. You ain't got to say what you think the outcome's gonna be. It don't matter, right?
I know
But
what I
justice
stand
is
for,
being
and that's all
produced.
I'm concerned with.
Yeah, yeah. Justice is being produced. That's pretty much what's going on. I know people are like, oh, well, Diddy. They're talking about period blood. Like I guess that's the whole thing now. I got to do the whole like what happened because I've been so busy taking care of the stuff today. I got to go do the whole transcripts and see what they're talking about today. But I know that's like the thing. They're like, oh, Diddy's gonna get off because they're talking about period blood.
He ain't getting on
I
nothing.
mean,
What I find
the
funny
feds are
is that
not.
every time they cover one of these headlines, something real catastrophic happened in that courtroom. That's
Facts.
the other thing that I'm noticing. Just like when we were there for work, when we were filming, and all of the pomp and circumstance and all of the stuff that they were saying that it really wasn't that. And I'm telling y'all right now, whatever hoopla y'all see going on out there, I'm telling you, it's orchestrated. It's all orchestrated to make people react, to keep you engaged, to keep you distracted. This is how magicians work. The
Hey,
question
salute,
is,
Auntie. I didn't even
while
see
you're
that.
looking at that, what are they
Salute,
distracting you
nephew.
from?
Salute.
Yeah. Thank you, Auntie Leah.
Y'all know
Appreciate
I
you.
love y'all.
See what they're doing,
Salute.
and this is all going to come back full circle on the Great Camel with this Desiree Perez situation, the Meg the Stallion thing, the Tory
Man,
Lanez,
I didn't know Meg was
what they
a
tried to do
troll
to
or
Tory
a
Lanez.
liar, but
I
when I think
mean,
about the whole
man,
industry,
all look,
successful, you all successful.
all y'all really start paying
You all
attention. These
successful
Mhm.
now.
they're not here to produce justice. That these people that got these strings behind the scenes that can manipulate it, they're not producing justice. They're not. So in all honesty, I'm with Trump on that. Let's produce justice. If people are doing done wrong, let's make sure that they get done right.
Great,
So I think even with this case with Diddy, this is me. I just think even with this case with Diddy,
straight facts right there.
people who took proper deals, um, yeah, there's some stuff that needs to be uncovered with that too. Like profit deal, just get them all up out of here. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? But
See, this is the thing.
Did I
This
post you into?
the collusion is so thick. Unless you can get cooperating parties to telling the truth, it's never gonna. It's always gonna be a.
Oh, hold on.
At the end of the day, has anybody heard anything in that courtroom that doesn't sound like anything I already explained? I'm still waiting for that.
that's why I said you ain't got to say nothing because I mean, in all honesty, well, speaking of, let's get the crystal ball. Let me read your future. Somebody said you and Sloan Bella about how the IOPS work too. See, you started out saying some shit that people were like, ah, nah, you tripping. Ah, and then all of a sudden, shit start coming. They're like, wait, what? So this is how they get the public to go along with, let's say, who's the next victim, right? Or not victim, but the next boogeyman, right? Um, you know, they have their like you say, elected monster, or there's, you know, the
The
acceptable monster.
acceptable monster.
They already have theirs ready. Like who's next after Diddy? Like every black man, for the most part, if you got some type of notoriety, you got some money, you're not falling in line. They're gonna have something on you so that you could be the big black boogeyman for everybody. So I honestly think somebody's time is coming up, and that's why I say I honestly want you to sit with someone, and there could be a logical reason why this person is next, and then there's also a metaphysical, spiritual reason why this person is. You and I, need to sit down because we don't know. We broke that down as far as like your purpose and why you, but we got to really lock down with him or whatever and kind of get some stuff out the way. But overall, trust me, y'all, people, look.
That's the hard
people.
Later.
No, I was just saying, just certain people represent like, it's kind of hard to say it, but like, you know, not all black people are monolith. We know that. You got different economic levels where, you know, black people are at in this country. You got different spiritualities. You got different levels as far as like, they could be Masons, they could be Rosicrucians, they could be, you know, frats, you know, all that or whatever, right? They will use somebody though as a representation. So like I see it all the time, like Bill Cosby. Who is he a representation of? I would say, you know, old black boule. It's like y'all get y'all stuff out of here type of deal. You get what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people didn't like that show American Gods, but it's almost like that, where if you guys haven't seen American Gods, it's a show and it essentially talks about the pantheon of, you know, guys, all ties in with Ifa too, but you know, Odin was like Wednesday, the god of Wednesday, Norse Day, Thor's Day, like all these days are named after gods.
Yeah.
Or you know, we're gonna break that down later. Whatever.
Well, you say
there we go. Right. So what happens is when the people stop mentioning their names, then those guys no longer have that effective, or they're not powerful like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the same thing. Like a Bill Cosby will represent a certain sector, group, or whatever. Like I said, black boule. Let's just say that, right? So if they're taking him down, they're sending a message. If they're and I hate to say they, meaning like we're giving these people in the power structure all this power, but they give melanated individuals perceived power. It's not even real power. Like I think Quincy Jones, and I know you say about Quincy. I'm a Jones too, though, right? Oh, thank you. Who's this?
Hey,
Oh,
ACG.
Angel, man, thank you. Appreciate that. Um, Quincy Jones said this. He said this to shout out to Zoe Williams. Uh, he told Zoe, he said, you get the key to the whole thing with this whole music entertainment industry. You get your boys in, you get them jobs because you don't want them coming after you, want to rob you. You get them in, you get them placed up. You do what you need to do, and then you get as much money as you can, and then you see how much money, how much power that money can get you. Essentially, that's basically what he told a lot of the young rappers. And in reality, it's like, go ahead.
No, I was saying shout out to ACG on that comment because I totally agree.
I didn't see it.
But
ACG.
no, he was just
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no way, in my opinion, that he'll think Diddy's a victim of anything in the words
especially considering
not
that they used to be friends and Diddy turned on him like Jay-Z turned on Diddy.
So guess all I'm saying is even Trump represents a certain. He's New York. Come on. So he knows he could be on the chopping block next. That's essentially what I was. I think I'm a lie, but Trump even understands. Like they could be lining him up too for something. Which, come on.
That's the funny thing, and that's what I hate Donald Trump. It's because he's white.
True.
Right.
Well, if he's our our people have been taught. And it's so wild because when I started listening to some like Jesse Jackson and Judge Joe Brown, in my opinion, they're not
You shipping out over there?
Facts, Jad.
All day. You know how we do.
We need to make it that personal. See, all of my issues that I had regarding Trump had to do with him being New York, me being from Philadelphia,
112 in the chat.
and me understanding the politics between a first city. I mean, there's a whole lot of other stuff involved in that. And then I remember days I was aware of the fact that the reason why I don't trust him is because he's a white man and he's bad and we need to take him down. And that's what I hated about what the Dems were doing.
Down too.
Because the Dems, that was the story.
Look, in my opinion, no, you're not. You're right. And look, in my opinion, Joe Biden is 1,000% worse than Trump. And peep game, I was talking to an elderly Caucasian woman, and she was like, yeah, Trump's a racist. I said, Trump's not a racist. I wouldn't expect you to say that Trump's not a racist. I said, yeah, Trump is not a racist. I said, Trump is a white man. I said,
white boy.
There are three people on this planet. Let's get it straight. There's white and white races. Let's say against the what is it? What was it? The 9? I mean, what was it? The 5? The brothers who did they got
even that.
My God, thank you for the contribution to the channel.
More complicated than they let the public know, and that's the one thing that I don't like about these hot button cases because look at Tory. Tory's case was such a hot button case. They had every black woman in America protect black women, protect black women. Oh my God, black women. He shot. Oh my God, protect. Black lives matter, women's lives don't matter. What y'all like? It was insane. I wonder how all of that outrage looks now.
It looks ridiculous. I was just gonna say Trump did that, but before that, he funded Jesse Jackson's presidential campaign. People
Exactly.
don't look at that. Like I said, Trump's not a racist. He's a white man. Now, a racist is a person like Joe Biden who has the ability to write policy. The crime bill, the 94 crime bill was Joe Biden's crime bill. That was very race specific. So a person like Trump, he's catering to these, but I don't consider him a racist.
But see,
He's
that's
wielding
the
his power
thing.
right now he's wielding his power to try to produce justice. And I'm not a supporter. I didn't vote for him. I voted for Cornel West. Shout out to Cornel West. But I'm not against it at all. And if he's going to produce justice, let's do it. But a real racist is not him. A real racist is a person who has that perceived power like Joe Biden did.
But that's
So
my point, though. Black people for years, I voted
Me
Democrat.
neither.
I'll never vote Democrat again. Not like never.
no.
It was instilled in us. Like almost being born
That was
in the
L-
South. You back this.
that was
Yeah.
LBJ who said that. He said we gonna have these Negroes for at least 50 years, maybe 200. That's what LBJ said. Because after he did what he did with the civil rights, after they murked Kennedy, and he came in and he did, but he was a straight racist too. But yeah,
Am I the only one that got
yeah.
kicked
I
out?
mean, that's the thing. We got
I don't
so
know.
much confusion with all of these labels.
Nick's still here.
If we spent more time worrying about people's character rather than
I don't know
worrying
what
about the
happened.
package they come in, we might not be so easily fooled.
True.
It's no different than with the LGBTQIA plus community. We got a lot of weirdos in that community.
True.
A gay person and a sodomite are two different things.
True.
Mm.
But if we allow these sodomites, if we allow these people to just put on the, oh, well, I'm gay, or, oh, well, I'm trans, or, oh, no, what you are is a sick bastard hiding LGBTQIA plus clothing.
Yes.
But until that's addressed, people let it go like that. And it's the same thing with our American politics. We got a bunch of liars that have found a way to enslave a people who deserve their freedom by tricking these people into believing that they're on their side and then telling them, hey, anybody else that has our color, they're racist and they hate you and don't trust them. Oh my God, they're the worst person in the world. Look at them. It's a thing. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No. 10 more minutes, but all the word of the day is deprogram, people. Fucking deprogram, because
That's facts.
it's always the them against us mentality.
I
when
think that's why they need to move on Martin Luther King. They need to move on him, because by the time he figured it out and realized it, he saw the game, and then they moved him right out the way.
he said no, poor people's right.
Everybody.
He said it ain't just black and white,
Like,
it's poor people. And imagine if he would have, Martin Luther King would have been president by the 80s, and then
Malcolm X,
I'd have loved to live in that timeline.
Tupac
You want to know what would have been
We
dope?
can keep going on and on and on. Nipsey
If we
Hussle,
could
a lot of
erase
people.
assassinations, Martin Luther King is president and Malcolm X is vice president.
And then Malcolm X would have been president.
Hey, you keep getting kicked off.
I mean,
But-
no, seriously, because
Are you here, Jay?
where both of them were heading at
What
the end.
happened?
Yeah,
was
I don't know what's
poor.
going on.
real
What's happening?
Can you hear me, Jay?
unity
Me
amongst
I
neither.
can hear you.
Jay,
Same thing with Pac. Same thing with Biggie. If Pac was going to politicize these
Jay, can you hear
gangsters,
us?
and
He's
Democrat
frozen.
Republic, it would have been like a thug life party or something.
Jay,
There's
you
no
froze.
way
Black
Hey,
Barack.
what's going
There's
on?
no way Barack Hussein Obama could have
I
ran
hear you now,
against
bro.
Tupac
I don't know if
Shakur
it's
and
the
won.
Barry
internet.
No
Sometoro,
way.
And won.
No way,
Barry
Jay.
Barry Sometoro,
Santoro.
or whatever his name is. Yeah,
No
yeah.
way,
Pac was
Jay.
basically on that.
I'd have voted for
Which
Pac
is
for
why,
president.
when I I don't
For
understand why
sure.
people
100.
don't get it. That one conversation that Kendrick put in at the end of To Pimp a
I'll vote
Butterfly
for
when he
Kendrick. K-Dot.
had that stage conversation with Tupac, and then Tupac started talking about the rich and Nat Turner and
Mhm.
talking about how they stopped Black
Hey,
revolution
Revelation
from
Equation,
actually
welcome.
happening. They beat the
Welcome.
fear of God into
Thank you for
you
being here.
before you turn 30 so that you'll be complacent.
Oh my
Pac
God,
said it
he's gone
himself.
again.
He was like, look, man, your Hellraisers out there
Hey,
that's looking
why
to
they
fight. They
keep
ain't
kicking
older.
Jay off?
They
I don't
not
know.
older. They young. They got everybody trained. I think that's what makes people like me and you a problem for a lot of people,
Somebody text him.
because we are grown people and we are still strong and we do stand and we encourage other people our age to want to stand, because the truth is, if any generation should be embarrassed right now, it should be our
It's excellent.
generation, the
Oh
Gen
yeah, yeah. I
X.
say that. I say that, and that's why I'm out here finna rectify some. Joshua said MLK was the OG diddler. So what if he like white pussy? Let that man have. Claretta let him get a little white pussy on the side. Ain't nothing wrong with
See,
that.
this is the
Nah, I'm
thing.
just saying.
This is the thing. People go and say that, but they don't want to talk about Michelle Obama, though.
Oh, oh,
Oh, okay, all right, okay. We finna check this out.
oh.
Like, if you
Oh,
go,
Michelle Obama just made Obama look bad, and she was flirting with that what man.
these
Good
hoes ain't
question,
loyal.
Revelation Equation. Good.
I wonder if Obama has the same rules as me. Don't have me out here looking stupid. Cause goddamn. All right, this one.
Seriously. Like, let's not start running down on Emma. If you ain't gonna run down on old Barry and Toro, then please
Not Barry,
stop talking
Harry
about
Barry.
MLK. And what's so wrong with a heterosexual man liking straight women?
As long as he ain't like animals and kids, I'm good. We good.
That's all that
And
really matters.
don't touch me or mine. That's it. Yeah, Gen X is. That's it. And that is true. They said Gen
That
Xers turned
Revelation
30 when we were 10,
Please
and
subscribe to the channel and hit
I think they
the
were in our 40s and their 50s, and we act like we 89-year-old. And it's like, yeah, that's because we done been through it.
Yeah, I love
And now they're running game on us. Yeah, we're gonna
Actually, they're
talk.
using
I
us
had
to
to
run
remind I
game
have.
on
There you go.
ourselves.
There you go. There you go.
Country.
There you go.
Because
There
the
you go.
truth is, hip hop was the promised land.
Let's
Hip
roll it up
hop
and smoke it then.
was our future. They saw how powerful it was. Who was it? Wasn't it somebody from which one of them was it that went to that meeting where they sat down with all of the people from the private penitentiaries and pretty much made everybody
Whoever
fight?
made it through the 90s, and I mean, I ain't gonna say who, but
They're
it's
in the
big
agenda.
names. A lot of
They're
people. Yeah,
in the agenda.
Let's
yeah.
go.
They used
Do
our
you
generation, and it's so sad because all
hold
it
on? Let
took
me
was a
answer this
little bit of
question.
money. What?
Lynn Newfo. Do you like or hate white people? I don't like
Either
racists.
or.
I don't have no problems with white
I don't
people.
even see
I have no problems with
color at
black
this
people. I told you there's only 3 people. White, non-white, racist. I don't like racists. Go ahead.
Well,
You
see, this
too
is the
cute,
thing.
auntie.
Even that question in itself, why would you ask that? As
You
many white
being,
people, no,
you
I'm
know
just
what
saying,
the
as
you know what
many
the
white
time
Black
is.
people
people
just
and
ignorant.
people have seen me spend time with. I got white godchildren in Louisiana. They're people. We're
Just
Yeah.
people.
human beings.
The question is
Just
what
Yeah.
remember
type of
that,
person
y'all.
you are. It has
Right.
nothing to do with your
Exactly.
color. It's your character.
Exactly.
If we spent more time worrying about being the kings, we spent more time worrying about our individual character, might be in the problem we're in. The simple fact that we got bad guys all over the media everywhere playing in our faces, and we ain't got the common sense to be able to see that their
Revelation
character
question.
don't
I'm
line
just
up
a
with
mutt.
the
Just
policies
call
they
me a
say they
mutt.
stand for.
'Cause I'm
This
mixed
is
all the
on
way up.
us.
It's evident.
All right, Lynn Newfo, you said we act racist. You act like a dumbass. So you gonna be blocked. That's
I mean,
pretty
block
much
You
what
him.
it
want
is.
to
Can
know
Don't
I
come
block
back.
him?
somebody?
Oh, let me block
At
him.
least 40% of our
What's his
platform,
name, y'all?
community
Oh,
platform,
that got you, dummy.
is not black.
Caucasians, different races. Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Different
Like I said,
nationalities, different.
there's only three types of people. Only three types of people. And even if you're white, you have to classify yourself either white, non-white, or racist. What do you classify yourself? That guy Lynn Newfo, whatever, him, her. You probably classify
No,
yourself as
but
racist.
listen to me. I just want to put FOMA on the end of his name and tell him, go on,
Five more minutes.
lymphoma. This
Lynn
is
phone.
cancer. That's
Lynn
who you
phone.
are.
Because you are cancer, right? Races are cancer. How about that?
He's coming here talking about some lymphoma.
Yeah, right. All right. And I'm not
So
mad.
there
I
was a
was
reason
waiting.
why I had
Yeah,
got a
I get
confirmation
it.
of some really bad news today.
Yeah.
And I
At the
just
back.
felt like, well, I spent a lot
Close
of
at
the
the
day
back.
praying, and I've been doing a lot of research, and there's a lot of things going on,
Auntie Leah.
and I needed to send some love out to some people that are affected. I would like to be able to address it,
Yeah, just wait. I would
but
just
I
wait.
would like to wait, because right now, what I will say is this: as a mother who's lost a grown child, you know, my son Giovanni would have been 32 years old this year. I don't care if they're taking out by unnatural or natural. When you lose it, you're
It's
expecting
unnatural,
to bury
guys. It's
you, not the other
unnatural.
way around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you lose a baby or a small child or something like that, that's one thing. But to lose an
Auntie
adult
Leah.
child, it's a complete
Guys
different
at the back.
pain. So what I'm going to ask in this moment is that everyone just pray
Oh,
for
he's
the
here.
entire McKnight family,
Okay,
Nick, you
it's all
say
good.
something, Nick?
because that was a
Yeah,
very,
no,
very,
it's all
very
good.
special
Guys here.
young man. And
Mhm.
regardless of what was
Working
going
now?
Say something,
on,
Nick. I can't hear you. Cutting out, baby.
beautiful wife,
It's
Yeah.
okay.
wonderful,
My
Guys
bad.
adoring
here.
mother,
I had to go
wonderful
downstairs, y'all.
siblings. And
Enemy
I
Okay.
had
just
be
wanted to
acting up.
spend my day going into
It's
Sabbath,
all
just
good,
praying for my
nephew.
family.
It's all good, nephew.
You know how it go.
So I want to
And
thank you guys. I pushed it back. I'm not saying that I won't push it
yeah.
forward. Probably going to do another live at some point in time. But considering that they were papering, you know, his picture all over, and for me, it was where I saw it come up. I didn't like it, because I'm like,
Mhm.
this is salacious, and I don't want to see this go
Yeah.
the wrong way. So I didn't want to be online while all of that was going on. I didn't want to have to give, you know,
Yeah.
I'm
No.
learning. I'm learning to pick
No.
my
No. No.
moments.
Yeah. No. No. As you should. Don't even trip. I think people can't do nothing but respect that. And that's why I was like, yeah, if that's what it is, that's what it is. And I understand. I told you the homie went to high school with, rest in peace,
No,
my
you
guy
just missed
Brandon, man.
one. Actually, it was
Yeah.
April this
So,
week. Yeah.
uh-huh. Yeah. So just prayers up in general. And that's pretty much what it is. Like, just everybody, be thankful. And yeah, I'm gonna shut it down in a second. But I guess people they're gonna probably gonna hear some things from you. You already told them about the gyro right on sister. So I think that's what they need to
Oh,
like
well,
kind
no,
of
the pods should be going
yeah.
up this weekend,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's a
Especially with
lot.
everything especially everything that's done transpired in the past shit, even 48 hours. This
Well,
is
see, that's the
crazy.
thing. It doesn't make any. That's why I don't understand why everyone is big deal about these people that are camped out at the courthouse, or the people that can't afford to go that are waiting for people. to call them and tell them things so they can have things. Nobody really, outside of major mass news media, nobody really should be, wait for the week to be done.
Right.
And that's pretty much how we're going to be doing it. Whatever we have to say about this, the recap's is going to be on Jaguar Right Uncensored podcast. They'll be going up during the weekend. See,
Exactly.
I'm not playing with these people. I'm in a whole nother league.
Auntie Leia, put your link in the chat. Everybody going over to there. We about to shut down here, but she about to go over there and do her thing. So y'all, let's go on over. Subscribe to her channel. That's when she have 100-something more people over there or whatever. So yeah, and we might pop in, right? Come on, you never know.
Who knows?
I'm about to go handle my candle, but yeah, y'all know what it is.
Don't believe the hype.
There you
Worry
go.
about the quality of someone's character rather than the quality of their couture. Care about what's real. This is anyone wrong.
See, your commentary on this, you got to tie in the Perez, the Megan, the Tory stuff. It's all there
Yeah,
too.
but see, that's the thing. You gotta wait. You
Yeah.
gotta wait. It's like
No,
trying to force a orgasm.
shit. Oh, damn. I thought he was going to say something.
No, it's like,
Because
no,
that's
but
what
that's
it's
the
like.
that's what I don't know, ladies. Trying to orgasm is fun. Not fun. Actually fresh. You trying to do it. Get to it. Try to get to it.
This is a
Not
family
trying to
show.
huh?
This is a family show. I said this is a family show. You're doing too much. Let me slide off. Let everybody go. Let's see.
Now. Don't leave her alone
What
now.
I'm saying is that's what
Because we women
this
stick
whole
together.
thing is like. It's all this build up.
Don't play with these females.
Build up and all of this build up naturally.
All right. That's what it is. We're going to end it off like that.
Hey, Jay,
Y'all go to Auntie Leah. We'll be over there. Y'all know what it is.
find it real quick. Salute, guys.
So
y'all. Come on.
I'm Wolf Burgundy and I'm out this piece. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming.
All right, family. We're back at Auntie Leah's, guys. Yeah.
They would take you.
Yes, it is an honor to always. We're gonna always take a road trip for their channels because they are the head of this family. We're not a cult, guys, but we are an organization that honors the people that lead it. Right? We're not a cult. There's no cult. There's no walls that hold us to a standard or block us in. They don't tell us who we can follow, who we don't follow. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. There's no cult. But if you recognize people that you respect, just like you do your parents or whatever, your pastors, your bosses or whatever, you just honor them, right? You just honor them in a certain way. And I honor Jag because she's a truth teller. I don't care what nobody say. She's the most bullied person I've ever seen in my life. And that's why I'm so impelled to take up for her against the troll form. And I'm impelled to take up for her against this owl, who's the most nefarious of all of the people in the troll form. The troll form don't even like this dead bird, but she's flying around YouTube, starting shit. We ain't gonna go back there because we really need to get into the topic that is at hand. right? Which is Chopper. This is a person that I know that Jack wanted us to research. It was him, and the other person is I think Freddie P. Is that his name? She had mentioned the other day that hey, she gave me and Jay big ups for our live about making the band too. She said it was two other people that she wanted us to dig into. So like I said, we're not cult followers. We're just people that honor her. We're people that believe in her, and we're people that respect her knowledge and her position. So I don't want to hear all that bullshit about cult this and this. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm cussing. Lord forgive me, but I don't even care. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into the topic that the thumbnail talks about, which is Chopper. I want to start out by playing a news article of the background of what has happened to him and what he believes. We'll stop there, and then we'll get into the video, and then hopefully, if Jack and Odell has time, they'll join us and dive into it with us, because really we're outsiders looking in, where Jack really is a pillar in this industry, right? I don't give a crap what these YouTube trolls want to be famous, celebrity seeking. I don't even know what to call these folk that try to drag her. They make up things, they lie, they make up their own motives and narratives, and they post them just to get a click, a view, and $1, a super chat or whatever on social media. So we're not even gonna go there. Let's start at the beginning, because I don't really know who Chopper is, because during this time I was really deep in building my relationship between, in God. So, between me and God. So I really wasn't paying attention to anything circular. So let's go ahead and let's dive in.
Favorite hip-hop series, making the band on MTV, has finally broken his silence on Sean Diddy Combs' plethora of sexual assault allegations. During an interview released by The Art of Dialogue, the former DaBand rapper, who took part in the early 2000s series, gave his perspective on the now-disgraced rap tycoon, also his former boss. The music mogul is currently facing charges including racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Chopper feels the plethora of cases against him came as a form of karma. I believe it's a double-edged sword. It's bittersweet, bruh. The things that Diddy has done to so many artists on his label is so diabolical, Chopper, 39, began to express. I think Diddy means well, but if you live a certain lifestyle for so long, you stop treating people like human beings and you start treating people like objects. The Third Ward Louisiana rapper expressed his beliefs that Diddy means well and cited his lawsuit against French vodka brand Ciroc as a precursor to his public downfall. It's ironic how things crashed on him, the rapper said. Regarding Diddy's ex Cassie Ventura, whose physical abuse footage surfaced in May last year, the rapper stated that there's no doubt that he beat that girl, adding that the hip-hop boss seemingly forgot that his superstar status puts a scope on his lifestyle. As a celebrity, anything you say or do can be used against you in the court of celebrity, the musician stated. Do I think Diddy is a sex trafficker? I don't, Chopper defended, while acknowledging the mogul's UFO-ish behavior. I don't think he's a sex trafficker. I just think he'd done so much that the universe tends to unravel the way it should. When you do right by people, it comes back. And when you do wrong by people, you get what you deserve. I think at this moment in life Diddy is getting the karma that he quite deserves, he revealed. During the interview, Young City reflected on his own sexual assault accusations, as the Louisiana rapper was reportedly charged with being a pimp in Las Vegas, accidentally, according to him. In 2022, Chopper was charged with sex trafficking after Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department detectives said the raper used his social media following to recruit women to be sex workers, per WUSA 9. During the interview, Chopper stated he flew a woman in to have intercourse, which he was unaware was considered trafficking. According to him, Police later looked into him as hot after an unnamed woman told authorities he had cars, money, and was pimping. He claimed those charges have since been dropped. When I went through that situation, I thought about everything that I was doing wrong, the Tonight rapper connected, regarding taking accountability. I think at this moment it's time for Diddy to eat the karma cake, courtesy of the artist that he milked. He continued, the Craig Macks, the Biggies, the Band, Donny Kane, Shine, Black Rob, it's only a certain amount of time you can take before the universe just reversed that. I think it's just time for him to get the humble pie, and the universe has basically taken what he has been taking for all these years, and I think that's what's going on, he added. Chopper appeared in Diddy's hit MTV series, Making the Band, in 2002. Other members of the band included Sarah Rivers, Dylan Dillinja, Frederick, Freddie P. Watson, Lloyd Ness Mathis, and Linese Babs Wiley. Related articles.
Okay, family. All right, guys. So we got the kind of the backstory on how Chopper feels, right? So let's put the family back on the screen. So we kind of got the backstory of how Chopper feels. So now we're going to get into some videos that Chopper has recently conducted, so we can kind of get a feel on, personally what he's saying today. Okay, and then we're going to do a live reaction on this situation. So let me get to my channel so I can pull up that video with Chopper. And again, anybody that's not a troll, can you guys hear me? I hope so.
Yeah.
You come on a panel and offer your opinion, but I will tell you that I don't play with trolls. I don't. I don't play with you guys at all. So you'll get blocked, you'll get dropped just like that. I'm not Aggie. Okay, I'm not Aggie, the owl. I'm not that person at all. I don't play with trolls. I have zero tolerance for trolls. So if you come up here with bullshit, you'll most definitely 100% get dropped, blocked, and everything. I'm not that one.
Yeah.
So don't
We ain't
play
gonna tolerate
with me.
that right here.
If you want to come up here and you want to offer some insight on the topic, great. But if you come up here and I sense one iota of bullshit against Jag, Odell, or any of this family, just like that, I'm dropping and blocking you. And if you come back, I'm dropping and blocking you, and they ain't gonna say a word to the chat. Period, point blank. I'm letting you know that right now. I don't play that shit. I don't play it. I don't care if you think I'm mean or whatever. I don't play that shit. I'm 50 fucking years old. Don't play with me. I won't play with you.
Hey, Jag.
So here we go.
Perfection right there. Where you see Jag? Oh, in the chat.
I see Jag.
Yeah, don't play with me. I have zero tolerance for bullshit.
Auntie Leah.
I'll drop the link for you, baby. I see her. I'll drop the link for Jag. Nobody hit the link but Jag or Odell or even Timber. Timber, you can hit the link, baby. Let's get it.
Watch the show, got the CD. Album about to come out soon. This album's ready. The girls can't stop us. We finally made it. Diddy gave us a chance. Now it's time out.
And we the D-A-B-A-M-E, minutes, bad boy
MTV.
I roll.
Today's the day. Pens laid out, crystals.
I roll.
I'm like, this is it.
It's the big day. A lot of us that have had dreams of being music stars have dreamed of the day that we can sign our contract. I'm proud to, sign y'all to the Bad Boy family. You ain't signing your life away, but you are signing into a contract. But it's like a marriage, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you want to do this. Make sure you have read the fine print, because once you're in, it ain't no way out. No.
So
Who wants to step up
about
first?
Chopper, so we can kind of get to know who Chopper is, okay?
That's the family I want to be a part of. This is what I need in my life. This is what God brought me here for.
I'm feeling real good right now, real happy. I want to cry, but I got a reputation to look out for.
Very
All that
used,
hard
very
work.
used.
Finally paid off.
Welcome to the family right here. Bad boy, baby.
You signed now. You're officially part of the label.
I think we have a band.
Congratulations.
This whole situation is definitely very risky for Bad Boy.
Let's get to work now.
We're kind of known for having a certain level of quality. First time I saw them perform, I was like, yeah, it was okay.
You know, record an album in 6 weeks. It's a lot of pressure on me, a lot of pressure on them to make the best music that we can in this short amount of time. It won't come out of Bad Boy unless it's on fire.
And I'm not gonna stop till I get that.
I up my level one notch, the better. I can make a hit, acapella, you can't knock the fella. Think you catch down index, call 9-1 index, these drive.
Yo, bitches like me be moved over. Hop out the back of the Rover and tear down posters. Female, but I keep the in my purse for the race of my throat when it bangs the hurt.
You in the Benz with wings, you fly through the city. No, this didn't just lie to me, Diddy. It's a block when it's hot and sticky. Pull no cash that can hide the Diddy. If you ride the coin, die with it. Yeah, like up in the cemetery.
Diddy got the bottleneck.
Tossed off
The bottleneck. The bottleneck.
They see Neutron back in the Zukai, passing the great Poupon. How about the Yukon?
Hold on. Let me right there. See, I like this right here. All this not being extra, all that extra over the top I like this right here. You're letting everybody, it's like, it's art. It's art, it's poetry in motion. Y'all just letting it's organic.
Get yourself right.
Watch out, y'all. There's a lot of stuff under this couch.
All right. I don't think the group understands the level of responsibility I have.
Oh, that's mine, bro. Oh, you gonna throw it on the ground?
It was already on the ground. You want it?
Puffy elected me to be the captain because I show leadership qualities. Less leader-wise, keep the dirt down. Just be looking at me doing
Chop, I never seen you with the broom.
You most definitely think he can talk to you anyway, man. I'm just cleaning up, bro. I got. Yeah, when you was doing that stuff. All right, then never mind then.
Ness don't get along with everybody. I mean, he do, but not to the point where they'll listen to him.
You was not playing with me, yo.
I'm not playing with you.
I hope you ain't playing with me. God. I'm God. That's why I'm here.
Throwback. You wasn't originally here.
Huh?
Throwback.
I'm throwback?
Yeah, throwback. Laugh at that.
Laugh at what?
Corny ass rhymes.
You think I'm corny?
Yeah.
All right,
just
Jackie.
whack.
Hey, whack
Step your game up. Never be a better rapper than me.
Because if somebody heard
That's why
me,
you got picked last, I got picked first. You just was over there last, now you're off my point. You push my buttons. You on some
buttons?
Nigga, man, let it go, Chubby.
Being no bigger man, let me get tired of
Come out your mouth.
act a fool in front of you.
Talk is cheap. No. Throw me number. One that swing. You me up? That's what I'm saying. I'm a bitch. Come on. No.
Pass that.
Yo,
I'm gonna show you what he's at.
I don't know you think with, yo. You ain't doing all that. You can do all that bull. You think
we're not holding?
It's not. It is. You know you're a bitch.
It's right here.
Dog.
Nigga about to check, man.
Somebody gotta be the bigger man. Watch the word.
Don't break it out. Don't break it out.
I hate when they be sitting there laughing. I'm trying to keep it together so we stay out of the having to do. You know what I mean?
It's hard to say if we as a group support Ness as a leader. I really don't know.
I don't even know how to start it. I was outside, which that's crazy.
Now, what I should have did, I should have been a bigger man, you heard me, and should just shut up.
That's how it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
I wanted to talk about your concerns. I've seen that there's a lot of attitude clashes that go on. But if y'all don't start getting along with each other, that's going to be the beginning of the end of your success. This is for real. This is your chance. Competition is over. You all are no longer in a competition with each other. That was cool for the first season. That was great, but that is over. If you don't come together and make some hot, you are going home. You have got to make this thing work.
I feel like all of us have to develop a relationship with each other. Personally, like, I mean,
And that way that the relationship will build around the group. Like, that's how I do. I got a personal relationship with him. So all us do go able to. This dude right here, stepping up like the captain of the team. He is explaining that the whole team what it takes to lead the team.
Everybody got their own way they want to run. Me, I'm a team player. But when he said be the I'm about to make sure I'm the before I make sure everybody else. And the captain. You feel what I'm saying? And the captain. Team player. Then I got 3 hats. He only got 1 hat. I'm gonna be me at the end of the day. You can kick me out right into this day. I'm gonna go back to the hood and be the same stuff, still trying to get put on. You feel me? If I keep stressing myself up and trying to be and trying to live up to people's expectations, I'm gonna be up. I'm trying to jump out one of these windows before the season over. You feel me?
2 weeks to get our album finished. That's definitely putting the pressure on us. That's crazy pressure, because it usually takes a person almost a year to do an album.
Every time. Started already?
Lay some down.
Don't you play with me.
So why'd y'all put that chorus on there?
That's for me. Sorry, just needed something to sing.
Yeah, basically, we didn't have a good chorus to put on there.
We ain't got the time to waste to be in there and just put some stuff down. We passed the demo phase, you know what I'm saying? Back a little bit on that verse.
Oh Lord, God bless all my run through every barrel just for me to A-train. Yeah, I break things, but I feel like don't you play with me.
One of the things is that a lot of times when people get in the booth, it's like they start to remix the record. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in the booth now. The only way I'm going to be able to make these cats what they need to be is by being brutally honest with them. Y'all may not realize, y'all changing up the melody. The song is different, so when you change up the melody, you give a song a total different feel. Frederick, with your tone, you don't want to go extra with it, because then you'll start sounding like you're trying to sound too animated.
You ready?
Yeah.
Leave that at home, that's bring them. You been signed for 10 years, you ain't famous yet. You still a part of the label where your chain is at. I speak language of a gangster.
And you're giving me too much air. You know what I'm saying? There's too much air on your voice. Ain't is that? Hey, it's like you whispering, like I said, you got a little whisper vibe.
That's part of the style. I'm flipping how I wrote it.
Take some of the air off. Else you will be in that all night. You'll be in that bitch all night till you take the air off.
I won't mind.
Yeah, okay. And we'll turn the heat up in that bitch. You'll mind then.
Remember this city, get gritty, catch 50 in your hat. What you think of that?
Remixing it. You're remixing it right now. I'm doing the remix. I invented the remix. Come on now. You do it the way it's supposed to be done. What you think of that?
I got that slur in me, bro.
Yeah, slur. What you think of that?
What you think of that? No. What you think of that? I can't do it. I got that pimp juice like. Yeah.
What? What you just said? You got what?
I got that pimp juice in there.
Put your jacket back on there. And let's turn the heat up in there. You see how much pimp juice your ass got. Let's go.
What you think of that?
Now you trying to be funny? Do it again. Please. Pimp juice.
What you think of that?
Come on. Finish up strong. Come on, man. Come on now. That right there's the punishment. That's the pimp juice punishment right there. Come out.
I threw a rope in the game of crowd slaying the steps. I put a to your brain, push it back. You told me to kiss your ass when your aim is at.
There has to be one person that's going to be special to raise up the level and talent of everybody else. Ness, to me, for right now, is the captain. He handles himself like a leader.
Hit the block when it's full, so catch second high severity. If you ride and point, then you can die with him. Lay up in the cemetery, same side with him. Get tossed off a cliff, hang glide with him. Take my advice, don't. Oh, you want to keep it like, what the are you doing?
You see me vibing with it. You saw me, you felt it.
You was giving me the Frankenstein stare like.
Yeah, that's my
You got nervous. It felt so good. You never was there. You never was at that place. You got scared. You just don't. Hold on. This feels too good. I don't usually feel like I'm sounding like somebody. Now I'm gonna teach you as far as with the doubles. The doubles, you gotta keep right there. They supposed to just accentuate it a little bit. You're getting too much secrets on this show. Okay. Well, everybody, y'all can learn how to do a double. We'll give this one to y'all. But with the double, it's like it's supposed to be like your twin. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's supposed to be like right back. It's just supposed to make you sound stronger. It ain't supposed to be a different voice, a different tone. It ain't supposed to be a different attitude. It's supposed to be the same attitude. Just supposed to accentuate right where you already at. No. Hang glide with him. No, stop. Go up. And then just lie to me. Hang glide with him. You going down, hang glide with him.
So I thought you wanted me to say that.
Yeah, but when you did it, you going up. Your lead is going up. You going down. So.
All right, so go with the lead?
Yeah.
All right. If you rock the points and you die with it, link up in the cemetery, same side with him, get tossed off a cliff, hang glide with him. Take my advice, don't hang out with him.
Wanna feel good to learn? Feel good to learn. Feel good to.
Why your lips glossy, Diddy?
Yeah.
Right now, Ness is captain, but that don't mean by the end of it he's gonna be it. Chopper may step up, Sarah, Dylon, Baz may, Frederick may. You never know at the end of the day who's gonna be leading this team.
Yeah. It's better to lead with actions than lead with words. If you lead with actions, then the rest will follow.
Ness ain't thinking about his leadership in a group. Ness is thinking about Ness.
Obviously, yeah. Chopper's a leader.
Well, I have to be a leader.
I'm a leader. Wherever I'm at, I'm a leader. I'm not no follower.
I don't know how long this group is gonna last.
You can do it, Jen.
Last night. We got at least 7 that aren't finished.
If I lived in a house with a studio like this and I was recording, man, I'd be ready when like the studio's right here. I don't have to go nowhere. I don't even have to get dressed. I just throw a bathrobe on shorts. You know, so I'm coming here and I gotta wait for y'all to get ready. All right, so I just want to make it a unanimous decision. Like I need, like when I come here and work with y'all, I really need like somebody to be like pretty much the captain.
He is.
Because it takes me forever to hunt all everybody down and do something.
You come here for a minute? I need 20. Listen to this for a minute.
Yeah, so we gotta have a captain when I come and work with y'all or whatever.
Everybody pointed at Ness. I pointed at Ness too, even though at times I feel like Ness might not be that team captain person.
We gotta be there in the studio. Don't look at me crazy though.
His heart's not there. He don't have enough heart to be a team leader.
Don't look at me crazy.
How you talk? I mean, if you talk, yo, we need. Hey, yo, bring it. I don't doing that. You know,
that's everybody go. Let's go back upstairs. Let's get on the computer so I can start tracking.
Yo. We gotta go. Fred decided he wanted to get something to eat, so it wasn't like he was starving. So to me, it was like he disrespected me. It was like a punch in the face to me.
Because everybody not on the same page.
Man, y'all said it. So,
not on the same page.
That flipped my whole mood.
He trying to be disrespectful, man. I just told the boy to be up there, man.
People be too much on this power crap, man.
We elected a team captain.
I walked through the door. He's taking his chain off.
Exactly, our angel.
Yeah, it's talking to me.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
I'm bringing it up like y'all chill, bro. You dig?
Even though I edited it, I didn't really pay attention.
You keep talking that shit, you're gonna have to edit me, whatever. It's a team thing, but you ain't finna try me like that. Whatever. I can walk up when you much older, but don't try me like that. Whatever. Straight up. If I knew you was serious with that,
Pop up!
I told you so. Look.
Put your hands on me. Put your hands on me.
Chill, yo. Hey, 800 on me. I'll pay that back. Chill out, yo. Back. Chill out, yo.
I couldn't do it. XYZ. Do it. Just do it.
Stop playing on me, man. Chill out.
This is my advice to everybody. Just do it.
Hold on. Chill out, y'all. Chill out, Ness. Why you gonna do that, Ness? You must be a leader, yo. You being a big man. Being a big man.
Have a whole speech impediment, guys.
I said thank you for being
Just do it. Some words I can't pronounce.
You're supposed to be a leader, dog.
No,
man. I try to be a leader. Hold on. You can't let your emotions take over you, dog. Understand? See what you did right there? Put your hands on. That was wrong.
Yeah, I just explained that to him that he was wrong for putting his hands on you.
You can't now let your emotions.
I can't leave when you keep disrespecting me, man.
You can't. So you know what you do?
You know what you're supposed to do?
You say, all right, you got it.
He's like, all right, you got that.
No, I would kill for this opportunity.
It's my life. And for these to fight, man, up all of us.
I'm about to leave. See, when y'all get right, you know what I'm saying? Let me know, cause
where's your umbrella, Farnsworth?
I'm wasting my time a little.
Just saying, where's your
We're really losing right now. We're really losing.
Bay missing her banjo, and Farnsworth is missing his umbrella.
That's gonna happen throughout your entire career. You gotta be smarter than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta walk away from the shit.
This was a case of him being the leader, him getting the wits end with people not taking this.
That's where your banjo, babe.
Here. See, stop that. Stop that, please.
With your banjo,
So I need to talk.
I was just waiting on him even to look at me wrong.
I'm saying, I know it ain't, so you 50% of it. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Straight up. Only 50% of it. You gotta understand. I apologize. Okay.
Since I've been here, I've seen 3 altercations either get almost to a fight or be a fight straight out. What's the common denominator, man? You. Okay? You the common denominator. Yeah, you are. You in all 3 of them.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you are. You in the one with Chopper, you in the one with Honey, and you in the one today. You are the common denominator. So at some point, whether it's this or that or whatever it is, you gotta say to yourself, you know what? Why am I the common denominator? Why am I in all 3 of these? At some point, you got to do that, though. You got to really do that.
At times, feeling like the world just coming down on me, because I'm like between a rock and a hard place.
I try to lead by actions, don't follow my actions. I try to tell people don't just what I say.
You have anything to do, you're getting knocking and locking it. Locking the studio door.
Puffy's orders is to lock my up, so we locked it up.
All this equipment that y'all seeing in there, it costs a lot of money. Now, if they break up some of my, then we basically a problem. Somehow, some way, through the power of music, this group is gonna have to become a real group, come together, and they're gonna have to be special in the world of hip hop. And only time can tell if that's gonna happen.
Y'all gotta work it out together. Like, I'm not a babysitter, I'm a producer.
I got love for the dude, but I have to think, I have to calm down. It have to be 2-3 days before you say I'm sorry, because I hit you straight up.
You won't be disappointed.
I did say a couple things that, you know what I mean, wasn't right, but it was all out of frustration and anger.
Not the Bad Boys Club. My God, you so
You know, you don't say nothing to me, I won't say nothing to you. You just keep going and just make it the way you're trying to go.
Who's sucking on that? What are you sucking on, y'all?
I don't know what that's all about.
Next, I'm making the band. We gotta have a single in the next 2 weeks. From what I heard, I'm not sure if we're close to that.
The hip hop thing, like, there's so many different slang terms. You gotta come up with some hot stuff. I'm talking about some bust your guns up till they ain't. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about that junk, man. I don't disrespect nobody up in this, okay? So give me some respect.
Got something on your mind, sir?
I'm all right.
You look at you good.
Oh, that's it, guys. That's it for that video. But it goes on. Let's double check what we got. Ooh, what interview. Tap in, guys. Tap in.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out the Art of Dialogue.
He's from New Orleans.
man. Finally made it happen.
Yeah.
Been trying to get you on the platform for a while now.
I mean, I ain't really hard to find, but I'm dealt for the right people. You dig? And you one of them people. You're him. You're Himothy. You heard me? So you see me in the building, right? I
Lady
respect you
Classic,
to the
man,
utmost. You dig? Yeah.
They've been turned every way but
I've
loose.
been trying to reach out for a while
Lady
now,
Classic.
man. I mean, every time I reach out, they say you locked up. What was going on with that, yo? Everything good?
Is that the
All
thumb
right.
sucker?
So I mean, so what happened was a couple years ago, they charged me with sex trafficking. And they
Yeah,
charged
I
me with
gotta
sex
pay
trafficking. The
Martinez.
real that's what they charged me with, but the real truth, I mean,
Shout
they
out
got
to Art of
dropped, of course,
Dialogue.
you know. But what really happened was I was kicking it with a female. She brung a female, flew
I
her
see
in.
you sucking it.
I told her she can fly, and
You
we was gonna have
sucking
a
it so
threesome.
good.
You dig? She was looking on my story and just seeing me, you know, living that one life, enjoying my life. You heard me? Falling out of control, but we'll say uptown,
Hat tip.
stunting. You heard me? And she wanted to kick it, so I told her she could come kick it. She come kick it. Next thing you know, she
That was
twerking
very
all on my
fun,
car and
Jen.
going
I
crazy.
don't
And
know those.
I'm more like, I'm a fly dude, you dig? So everything about me is just cool, calm, and collective. I ain't,
Are
I'm not
you?
into the rah-rah. My rah-rah days was the
Become
band.
my husband,
I'm
y'all.
older
Like
now,
you off
so
camera.
the way I look at life, I look at everything strategic with chess, even with people. You dig? I look at everybody like a piece of the chessboard, So I looked at her and was just like, this look
You
like
dress
trouble,
like a
And I was
chessboard.
just like, it ain't worth it. So I told
What?
Shawty, you heard me? I'm like, yeah, you might want to go
He's
ahead
dressed
and
like a chessboard.
take her to the hotel. We're gonna fly out tomorrow. So she like, what? Next thing you know, she's like, all right, fuck it, let me go. I'll go, fuck it. So we
Okay,
sent
I'll let you know
out.
when I'm home.
I ended up still knocking
All right,
the
let you know
bitch
when I'm
down,
home.
of course. But the next day, she go to the airport. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna tell the police you got all these cars and you getting all this money off these hoes and you pimping these bitches. And I'm like, do what you do. I don't give a because it wasn't true, So I'm like, do what you do. This bitch actually did it. And I
Y'all
don't
know
know that
Auntie
girl you did. So I'm
Karen.
not thinking in my mind like she really gonna do something like that there. But she did. So that basically made the police look at me like I'm hot. They wanted to see what was down with me because I was driving all these nice cars and living in these nice homes. I still do. But at this time in Vegas, I was doing all
Not
that.
a
So they wanted to see what
chessboard,
was
Nick.
down with me anyway. So basically, I ended up being in I don't know what town it was. But I'm kicking it. I had a gig out there. I think it was in the DMV. I think. And we come out of the show, and they ran down on us with guns. Drew niggas in bushes and telling me I
Got
had
it.
sex trafficking charge and locked me up.
Why do you get a
Extradited me to
charge?
Vegas.
No Diddy.
I go to Vegas to go face the
What
charges.
good
To be
Diddy or
honest with you,
pre-Diddy
brother,
or
I
some
was
shitty or
lost.
something?
I didn't really even much know what was going on. You did. So when they broke it down to me and told me that I'm charged with sex trafficking, because what ended up happening, I forgot to tell you. So after she told the police I had all these cars and pimping all these girls and doing all this here, I was in a club. I don't know what club it was, somewhere out there in Vegas, you dig. And I'm drunk, having a ball, and a female DM me, and she tried to entrap me. That's what happened.
No,
She
she
tried to
didn't trap,
entrap me.
baby. She
But
did
that came
entrap.
from that female.
You
They
were
just tried to
entrapped.
throw the bait out there. And my dumb ass, I don't understand, you heard me, that if somebody say to you, oh, I want to rock with you, I want to with you, but I'm a stripper or I'm a 304, which is in layman terms,
But if
slang
you were
word
so
means
popular and so
if
hot,
she
why did you
tell
need
you
a
on the phone
304?
or some
Here's
type
the
of way
question.
that she so put and she want to with you, I didn't know that that's a charge. I didn't know that. But I'm drunk and I'm having a ball and I'm in a club talking to her and she told me that. I'm like, yeah, come with me. I'm not thinking in my mind that you did, but that's how they got me. They
I
hit me with
don't dig.
entrapment. So they entrapped
Don't
me.
dig.
And that's how they got
Diddy
me. That's how
did.
they end up charging me.
Diddy
Because they couldn't
did is
charge you
what
with
I heard now.
accusations, but they charge you with how they
Why you
entrapped
gotta
me.
check
And
IDs,
what ended up
fellas?
happening was I was ready to go to war.
Listen,
If you're gonna ship
Jack.
me up the road for something I felt like I didn't do, then let's go to war. So I spent a lot of money and I did what I had to do, and they dropped the charges. They in the mug shot they put on there, that ended up coming from a whole different situation. It was
Really?
because I
Did.
had lean on me and ecstasy
What
on
kind
me.
of
You
lean do
did,
you
and
have?
I don't even pop
Oh,
ecstasy.
the
That was a
drink
little
lean.
host. You did, but they ended up charging me with that. Use that profile pic and make it seem like I'm charged with sex trafficking. And put me out on all the media. You heard me? Media Takeout and Shade Room, and they drew me out there like I was doing.
Okay, let's be clear, Chopper. They did not. Fair use, guys. Fair use. every once in a while I have to stop and make a comment. They didn't make like you were charged with sex trafficking. You were charged with sex trafficking. Let's be clear. Let's be transparent. Chopper, I have nothing against you, bro. I do believe that you were a victim. Let's get back into it. But let's be transparent. They didn't make like you were. What do you say, nephew? Jamie, what you say, baby?
Got set up.
You didn't get set up, baby. That's what it was. Yeah, I heard you. I hear you. That you didn't get set up. That's what it were. You were ignorant regarding the law of the definition.
That's what it were.
Of sex trafficking. That's what it was. You were ignorant. I didn't know either. Let's be real. I didn't know what it was. Right? So let's put it all out.
On the most, you dig? So all my people looking like, what the
and I'm
like, what the because I'm not pimping no hoe, you dig? But at the end of the day, you know, if a bitch asks me if I'm God, I'm not gonna tell her I'm not. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you I'm not God if you think I'm God. I believe I'm God.
Dude,
I believe I'm a God. You hear me? I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I love my body.
Okay. Stop it right there. Let me put some commentary. You're not God, okay? Not even with the little G. There's certain standards that you must uphold within your life to be even called a little G, lower cap God. Let's be real. All right? You're not God, capital, or little G God. Let's be real. Look it up. There's some standards that you got to live up to even be called a little G God.
Wow.
All right, Chopper. I don't have nothing against you.
So that's what ended up happening. And when that got dropped, I kind of, to be honest with you, they locked me up. I got out probably about within 2 months. Then they dropped the charges. And to be honest with you, I was just like, I'm going to lay low. I'm going to change my whole demographic. I'm going to move out of Vegas. I'm going to fall back from all the hoes I was fucking. I'm just going to let it all go. I'm going to move back to New Orleans. I'm going to switch it up. And I'm going to focus on my career and build this shit back up the right way instead of just living that rock star lifestyle and just, you know, running around with my head chopped off. And I just say, fuck all that. I'm going to do it the right way and I'm going to build my brand all over. So when you say it was hard to find me, it wasn't that it was hard to find me. I didn't want to be found because I was basically revamping what I needed to do personally, because a lot of things that I was doing was the rapper Chopper, and I wasn't handling a lot of my personal business. You dig? Like my daughter's getting older. I wasn't able to quite see them grow as much because I'm so focused on myself, and sending money is totally different than being in their life. And I really wasn't appreciating that until I got locked up and realizing, you know, I need to cut niggas off who was leeching off me. I need to stop fucking all these hoes because I could and because I'm Chopper, you dig? So I was just like, man, fuck all that. I'm about to just lay low, step up, build my brand, and get back to the money. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Focus.
Yeah, it's looking like you doing that. You looking like money, man.
You look like a checkerboard.
I mean, if you love yourself, you'll take care of yourself, because at the end of the day, you only got one car on this earth, you know, so you might want to, you know, keep that maintenance. And one thing I do, I love myself and I'm enlightened, you know, and I'm very intelligent and I know better and I'm experienced and I'm wise. And I know at the end of the day, you know, you take care of yourself, it shows on the outside. And that's important to me. Loving yourself is real important to me because it shows on the outside, as you can see. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. But speaking of that, though, the sex trafficking, how you feel about what Diddy is going through right now? They're accusing him of the same thing.
That's right.
I'm gonna be all the way honest with you, and I'm gonna lay it down. You know, Curtis said his platform, it's the right thing to do. You know, well, let's get this clear. Young men out here like me, you know, getting money, doing their thing, loving themselves, you know, promoting their brand.
First of all, Chopper, out here, that's not a word. It's not in the English vocabulary. It's not in Chinese. It's not in Japanese. It's not in Canadian. It's not in British. It's not in nobody's out here don't exist. It's out here.
Nah, it's universal ebonics.
He said out here. That's Louisiana.
Out here.
Yeah. That's not even in the state of Louisiana. That's New Orleans. Ebonics.
That's Nolan.
Out here.
Nolans, yeah.
Nolan. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Stop it. Cut it out.
Living that rapper lifestyle, whatever lifestyle you're living, that's accumulating into some funds to make you feel like you have it in your way. Check this out. If you fly a female from one state to you for the predecession of having sex with her, and things don't go right, you'll get charged for sex trafficking. So I want to let you know that.
Go right.
I didn't know that. You heard me? I didn't know if I fly a female to me for the reason of having sex with her, that's considered sex trafficking. I did not know that. So I'm letting you guys know right now. You heard me? That's sex trafficking. Cool. Now that's out the way. So it's not human trafficking, because when people think about sex trafficking, they think like you're kidnapping kids and people. And no, that's not what it means. It just means that if you fly somebody from across state lines to have sex with them, is sex trafficking. Cool. Now the Diddy situation, it goes like this here. I believe it's a double-edged sword. I'm gonna tell you why. It's bittersweet, bro. Because the things that Diddy has done to so many artists on his label is so diabolical. I think by being around Diddy for the time I've been around him,
I'm just cracking jokes.
I think Diddy mean well. You dig? I think he mean well, but if you lived a certain lifestyle for so long,
all right, Avery,
you stop treating people like human beings and you start treating people like objects. So this is what I would say. I would say he mean well. I don't think that his mission was to go out here and get accused for the things that they're chumping up on him. Mind you, it's prosecution. It's their job to chump up as many charges as they could to keep you in jail.
These are not
That's their
charges.
job. But I also think that it's a double-edged sword, because ever since he went and drew with that Ciroc company and that De Leon and all that, it's ironic how everything crashed on him.
Y'all
right? Think about
that,
right? But we're gonna put that to the side right quick, and I'm gonna continue to talk about my opinion about it. You heard me? So I feel like this with the Cassis situation, there is no doubt about it that he beat that girl. There's no doubt about it. Okay, but I also think about it like this here. As a celebrity, anything you say or do can be used against you in a court of celebrity. So you got to know you got the scope on you. I think Diddy forgot that he had 24/7 surveillance of a scope on him.
You dig?
Do I think Diddy is a sex trafficker? I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. I've been around him. I kicked it with him. Now, would I say Diddy is a little left field, a little UFO-ish, a little X-File-ish? Absolutely. But do I think that he's what they're accusing him of? No, I don't. I'm sorry. And a lot of people can feel a way about Chop, but Chop gonna keep it real. I'm from Uptown New Orleans. I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, and I can only keep it real. You dig? I don't think he's a sex trafficker. I just think he done so much that the universe can unravel.
No, it makes no sense.
When you do right by people, it comes back right, and when you do wrong by people,
right,
you get what you deserve. I think at this moment in life, Diddy is getting the karma that he quite deserved, because when I went through that situation, I thought about everything that I was doing wrong that equivalated to what happened to me. I said, oh, okay, it's time for me to eat the karma cake. And I think that at this moment, it's time for Diddy to eat the karma cake, courtesy of the artist that he has.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean? The artists that he milked, the Craig Max, the biggest, the band, Danny the Kane, Shine, Black Rob, just it's only a certain amount of time, Brad, towards you can take to the universe just reverse that. And I think it's just time for him to get the humble pie, and the universe is basically taking what he has been taking for all these years. And I think that's what's going on. I think it's more of a universal situation. I don't think that Diddy is a bad person or he's out there. Now, R. Kelly, Lord knows I love R. Kelly. King of R&B, no doubt about it. But R. Kelly had real mental issue problems. So I can understand that situation. Got it. But Diddy, I can't logically put two and two together to make it seem like he's just this evil person. Is he a scamming, maybe left field with whatever, you know what I mean, though? Left field, all that there? Absolutely. Is he a freak? Absolutely. But is it really a crime to be a freak though?
Yeah.
So when people josing, be josing and laughing
It's
about him having
joshing.
1,000 Earl
Joshing, not
bottles and baby
josing.
Earl bottles and all that, so what? That's his personal space. I'm not taking up for the man because he didn't do 100% right by me. I'm just saying right is
Hi,
right and wrong is wrong.
Martha.
And it's
Hey, baby
funny
girl.
how us black society,
Rudy Demon.
human beings, we hate that the white
That's his
man
New
do
Orleans
this and do that
slang.
and has done this and that to us.
I don't
But
know
yet and
about
still
that.
when another
Any
black
man
man
does it.
is in a
Diddy.
situation, they are shooting him down more than the white people are. And I think that that's so wrong, that's just my opinion. So did he do what he did to Cassie? Yes. But did he do a million other things that people are accusing him of? I think it's a money pit. And I think it's bigger than what it seems. I
Come
think it's
on.
more like the big dogs is smashing his twin towers. I don't really quite think it has nothing to do
smashed
with
his
what
twin
they making.
towers?
I
I
think it's the
disagree.
big dogs that
I
said, all right,
disagree.
enough is enough. Get him out of here.
Enough
And I
for
think
your
that's what's
ass, but
going
I'm gonna
on.
let
So
this
Diddy's
interview
fighting
play.
a bigger juggernaut than himself. I think he bit the hand that fed him, and he's paying for it because at the end of the day, they still showing him, regardless of what, he's still a nigga. To me, I think this situation is showing him you're still a nigga. Period. You're still a nigga. They showed him he's still a nigga, and that's crazy. But it's life.
Pepper.
He bit the hand that
100%
fed him, and
bullseye.
that's what's happening.
Bullseye.
Plus the universe, plus the things he done. So I think Diddy, if he come out, which I feel like he will, you did, because I
It's
went
so
through that
many
situation,
other
you heard
things
me,
against
so I can
Diddy,
sit up here and be
but the
a
universe is
testimony to say
100% against
they are
Diddy.
chumping up charges. I don't think he's going to get charged with everything that they're giving him, but I think he's definitely going to get charged with something. That's just my
You
opinion.
might get
So that's how I
charged
feel
too,
about that
because
with
you
that
over here
sex trafficking
caping for
situation.
Diddy.
What
why
is
you
this
feel like
guy
it's deeper than
talking
what it
about?
seems?
Because I mean, the
I
game
guess
is to be
playing
sold and not
chess
told,
while
so
the
I can't
government's
sit up
playing
here and just
checker.
be snitching, and I don't even call it snitching, but I can't speak on things that isn't my business.
What?
Courtesy of
Me
just my
too,
upbringing. I
Angel.
was raised around my daddy. He always told me never indulge too much on business that don't belong to you. So I'm not going to do that. And this is what I'm gonna say to make it sound fair to us. I would say at the end of the day is he went up against the juggernauts, that liquor company, bro. I'm gonna still say that, regardless of what, because everything was all fine and dandy until he went to war with that liquor company,
Mhm.
and that's just my opinion. I don't think it has nothing to do with the Cassie
Right,
situation. I'm
Archangel.
gonna say yeah, okay, you got that, because that's on film, so you got that,
Right,
brother.
Angel.
But everything else is kind of like it's the Me Too movement, and you know how that goes. The Me Too movement is a motherfucker.
Jen, stay
Bill
tuned.
Cosby. Bill Cosby got hit. He got hit with charges
Simple. He got
40,
paid
50 damn near
$500
years
top.
later.
Diddy
You
cheap
see what I'm saying?
ass.
Courtesy of the Me Too movement.
Just going with
You
the
dig?
wind, temper.
But before that, Bill Cosby was trying to
Sure.
buy into what company was that? You remember? You know? He was trying to buy into a
I want to say CBS.
There you go. Right. He was trying to buy into a company. The moment you're trying to empower something, that's when it's time to, chop your limbs. So I think things is bigger than what it
Chop your
seems.
limbs?
And I'm a logic man. I read. So I know things,
How's
is
your
bigger than what
booty
it
hole,
seems. I don't look at
Chopper?
things from how I see it. I look at things of how it
Delay.
is. And how it looks like to me is Diddy would have been just fine if he ain't go to war with them people. And that's just my opinion. Because they let him ride all these years with everything else he was doing besides when that happened. And that's just, yeah, right.
Back
So
tempo.
think about that, brother. Think about that. You heard me? They let him ride with
$500
everything
nope,
else.
and
Diddy
maybe
got away
some
with murder for so
plantains.
long, especially what he did to artists. That nigga made $30 million from the
What
man
did he do
and got
to
away
you,
with it.
Chopper? You over
Can
here
you imagine what
caping.
he did with everybody else? Biggie, Loon, Miz.
Tupac?
So at the end of the day, all I'm gonna say,
My
Black
number,
Rob,
well,
and
number
shout out to Black Rob and
100%
rest in peace to him.
vendetta against Diddy is
I don't
Pac.
know. I just felt like in my mind, he's just getting a piece of the humble pie. And it's just, and it was time for him to get a piece of the humble pie, because there's only a certain amount of time you can be, you can be a winner.
Pac.
There's only a certain amount of time towards you can keep winning. You still got to give something back. Life, to me, I don't no longer think it's about good or bad, because the bad is more successful than the good. I think it's a such thing
Shout
as
out to
balance
Art of
that
Dialogue
equivalates
for
to
this
right and
interview.
wrong.
Fair use.
You know what's right, you know what's wrong. You dig? And that
Yeah.
equals to a balance that
Or the
you
dialogue.
yourself
I agree,
have to
He
measure
could
out.
have
I don't
struck
think it's
me,
a good
but
and bad though. I
he
think
sent
it's
me
right
an
and wrong.
email.
Right and wrong is the
Oh,
I
good
balance
one.
too.
expected
I
that.
don't think it's
So
good
He,
and
didn't,
bad.
he has
This is
never
my
said
opinion.
anything to
You know,
me, so
and I think that Diddy was doing too much
I hope he
wrong.
nah,
doesn't
this is on my
It
strike.
other
was just too
channel.
much wrong that he was doing,
Okay.
that he was
It was
getting
a
away
while
with,
ago, but I
and it was
remember
just
that
time for the universe
because
to
I already
Okay.
had
Well, I hope
tracks
he
on
doesn't
there.
strike.
tap to that. That's it.
Hope he
You just
doesn't
have to
strike,
do
but
that.
because I
Period.
shot him out, you know. Let's move on.
Yeah.
How you feel about these gay rumors that's coming out about Diddy? All these guys coming out saying that he violated them.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day,
Right, Cat.
I'm not gonna say Diddy is straight. You heard me? I'm not gonna say that. I know what a straight man is, and I wouldn't 100% say Diddy
Temper.
is
Did he
straight. I
get
don't.
chopped?
There ain't nothing wrong with being
No.
gay as long as you're proud of being who you are.
Sounds like it.
But I think Diddy has funded in
I
the
agree,
closet a lot
Temper.
in his life, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's why I said left field. If you ever heard me say on the interview, I said left field,
Say block.
UFO,
Say backfield.
definitely X-Files. If that's who you are, you heard
I
me.
see what you
That's all
did there,
gravy.
Auntie.
As long as you standing firm on who you are.
You see
With the
it. You see
effect.
it,
But I
Jay.
do believe that
Yeah.
the homie done funneled a lot in his life, for sure. Even from what I've seen.
No.
You dig? I mean, walking to the studio and
We don't dig,
I'm
but
just gonna
I
say at
heard
the end of the
Diddy
day, bruh,
did no Diddy, but I heard he did.
there is no crime of being a freak.
Just say it.
You know, if you gay, it's okay. Let it be known. Like, you dig? Maybe they wouldn't
Something
look at you
about
so
a
crazy because
dream.
the accusations that they're giving you, Diddy, with the dudes that's suing you from all that type of shit. It is only a certain amount of time towards people from different walks of life can keep saying the same thing and it don't be true. You heard me? It got to be some truth to that. You did. So all I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day, you know, do I think Diddy gay?
Yep.
I don't know what that means. Do I think Diddy is a bisexual? Yes, I do. And that right there is coming from just my experience. You know, to know what a straight man is, and to know a man that like to play a lot in life. That like to funnel a lot in life. You dig? He lived too long to
He
not
said play a lot.
want to do that.
Gotcha.
And I don't even think
Did he
he
play
would be
your
gay
back?
off
Did he play in your
being
back door,
sexually
chopper?
attracted to the men, you know. I
Playing
think
the
it'd
fan.
be him
Play
experimenting
somewhere.
so long
He
that
over
he'll get tired of
caping
the
for
bad
Diddy.
guys. So when I hear the stories of, you heard me, of the situations, it just kind of makes me say, yeah, sound about right. Because it does sound about right. You can't sit up here and not have it not plague your mind to say, I think Diddy used to funnel with boys too. Do you think Diddy used to funnel with boys? You asking me? Do you think so?
I mean, from what I'm hearing, you know, it sounds like he had to share a man before, you know. I don't know. I mean, hey.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But for you, you said that you believe he's bi. So what did you see that makes you believe that, you know?
Tell it.
All right. One time I'm in the studio. Don't judge me either. One time I'm in the studio, and maybe I was tripping because I never really quite been a weed smoker or nothing, you know. But one time I'm smoking weed, brother, and I walk in the studio and just seen uncomfortability to my eyes. How about that? I seen uncomfortability to my eyes, you know, and my eyes are very comfortable with things that I see. And I seen uncomfortability with my eyes. And I'm not going to, you know, I'm not laying back there and saying that everything I'm saying is just 100. You know, that's why it was so easy for me to get out of my contract, is because Round knew to let me go. You know what I'm saying? And even right now, I just say uncomfortability to my eyes. You can take that how
I bet
you
it
want.
was uncomfortable with
You heard
that
me?
back door
But
being
uncomfortability
penetrated
to my eyes, what I'm not used to seeing two men do when I look at
through
them.
your ass in your back door.
A powerful man at that.
Look at
I
him
walked
playing
in the
his fingers.
studio
You know
and
what
seen
that
two
means.
powerful men doing things that was uncomfortable to my eyes. And that's that. So you can take that how you want it. There you have it. My daddy told me to say that. My daddy said, make sure you let it be known that my pa free my daddy. He said, you make sure you let it be known if you seen something uncomfortable with your eyes, you dig? That man left you down bad. You got shot. I got fucking shot. I went through a lot. I couldn't even feed my family. Yeah, fucking right, that nigga gay. Uncomfortable with my eyes. Fucking right. Yes, he's gay. Okay, but I don't think someone being gay is bad. And that's the
Took him
thing.
long
I don't
enough to
think
say that.
someone being gay is like a
That's
curse.
true. We
If
don't
that's
believe
their
that.
preference, then say, bro, that's their preference. Now you ask me,
But taking the back
did he do
though,
anything
the
left field?
chakra
And that's why I
is
gave the
bad.
answer. Yes, I seen things when I walked in the studio that was uncomfortable to my eyes with another powerful person.
Who's the powerful person?
In the music
Chopper?
business. You know, and that's just that.
What was your reaction and what was his reaction when you caught him?
Nah, he said he was white.
I opened the door. I seen what I seen, and I heard him slam the door. And ever since then, Ron was treating me nice. That's how I was. Fuck, I couldn't get Lil Daddy, the Lil Daddy video. I couldn't get the Lil Daddy video shot for nothing. You heard me? I'm talking about for nothing. But after that happened, I went back home to New Orleans and we was shooting Lil Daddy. As a matter of fact, we shot Lil Daddy, my solo Lil Daddy, and we shot the remix with Wayne and Jody Breeze the same day. How you love that?
Same
Yeah.
day.
So he greenlit the videos after you caught him.
Right after that. Yeah, I just seen I seen it, bro. And it fucked me up. I'm not even gonna much lie to you. I wasn't really I looked at Diddy differently after that.
Hey,
The
Pat.
$30 million was out the window
You're
once
doing
I
up this
seen
late,
him
girl.
look that way. You know, I low key kind of I wasn't feeling that bad boy shit no more. I wasn't feeling that shit no more. And I say, bro, the funny part, I'm never really the type of person that get on here and do all that shit there. But I talked to my daddy, and my daddy said,
Your
you went
daddy
through
said
so much
avoid
in
the back
life,
door.
and you swept it under the rug. And everybody just expect you to just eat that. That man left you for dead out here. You don't have to speak your truth. You just got to be city. Just be yourself. This time, be yourself. Just be yourself. You don't have to say, oh, I'm speaking my truth. Or, I'm not trying to expose nobody. It's already out there.
Come on, baby girl.
I'm trying to expose what's already out there. I'm just happy I wasn't the first one to do all that there. All right, that's clear. Yeah, I seen the nigga kissing the man, tonguing him down. You heard me? That shit was fucking crazy. And I looked at him differently after that. That's just all that is. I looked at him totally different after that.
Make sure you like it, share and laugh.
I just wanted out of the deal. It ain't like Bad Boy dropped me or nothing. I just wanted out of the deal.
Subscribe.
I was
subscribe to Auntie Leah.
With just a lot of shit.
Subscribe to Nick.
I was.
Everybody.
Tired of this. And to be
Everybody
honest,
in the chat.
say, bro, for real, yeah. Say, bro, to be honest with you, I
Yeah.
could have tolerated it and been the biggest star in the world right about now. No doubt about it. But at the end of the day,
right now.
my dignity, bro, my honor, and just
I'm hungry.
I always think about where I'm from, you know, all Baron and Martin Luther King hit him hard. And I think about those people because those are the people that I really looked up to before it was rap, you know. So I look at how would they see me if they was to know the things that I saw that I tolerated. I wouldn't be able to fathom that. And I couldn't look at it like, damn, I can't just tolerate a nigga doing all that in front of me and being okay with that. I mean, and Suge, you know, I used to roll with Suge from 2006 to 2008. I lived with Suge.
I hope you guys
and
like
Suge,
content.
you know, regardless of how people talk down on him and all this here, you know, whatever guy he was, I get it. You dig? You know, no one's perfect.
Yes.
But I put it on my life. Every time I went to mansion parties with Suge, and Suge got me a Ferrari too. Back then he got me a Ferrari too, no doubt. You can ask Mac Main or the Young Money Mac Main or whatever. You heard me? He'll tell you. You did when Mac Main came to see me in LA. Wayne Mac Main, you dig? I picked him up in a Ferrari. You know that Suge gifted me. When I went to the parties with Suge, if that shit was wicked and all this, the celebrities, the actresses, and all that there, when they was doing all that weird shit, Suge he'll tell me, he was like, if you ain't cool with that shit there, you know, just get out the way. but I'm going to enjoy myself. So you can go sit your ass on down here on the
Enjoy
couch
yourself
and
with
go
the
be a
back
square all
door.
you want, but I'm gonna go enjoy myself. So Suge always did
You
it like a
spilling
boss,
it?
and that's to
Yes,
me that's the
ma'am.
difference between Suge and Diddy to me. Diddy did it like a weasel, and he expect you to be with whatever he's with. Suge would let you know from the beginning. I don't give a what you do. Your choice is yours. I'm gonna go enjoy myself with these bitches. So what if they doing weird shit? Mind your business if you ain't down with it. Facts. And that's the difference to me. You know, so free, ironically, free both of them. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. You hear me? Free both of them, son. Real.
All right. Let's get to the next video. Shout out to Art of Dialogue.
Temper.
Please subscribe.
I heard a comment you made about how when you would bring up Pac name around Diddy, he'll get mad.
Yes. Yes. He hated every bit of it. I remember one time, you know, he was like, who did you grow up listening to? I'm like, Tupac. I ain't mentioned Biggie. That didn't even talk to me for like 4 days after that. Everything with Pac, like, you couldn't say Pac was anything better than Biggie. You can't put them in the same realm or nothing. It was all about Biggie. Nick, I ain't know no fucking it was all a dream whole song. I knew a couple words, the first verse maybe, but he made us recite the whole fucking thing. I guess, I don't know. He made us recite that whole fucking thing. And I don't think that Biggie would have gave a if a nigga would have killed about reciting his whole shit. You dig? Like, cause I grew up listening to Biggie too, you know? And I just felt Pac differently, you dig? I wasn't shooting down Biggie, you dig? Nigga love Biggie, you heard me? Believe that. But Pac made me feel a different way. Pac made me feel him. Biggie made me listen to him, bop to him with his cadence. But Pac made me feel a way. I done seen, you heard me, around my way, I done seen niggas cry. I done seen niggas go to war. I done seen all that shit off Pac influence. So I'm like, damn, this nigga Pac is the best. I remember when, remember that, what's that, Tupac diss, Hit 'Em Up? What? I remember what niggas used to be around the way just drinking liquor, smoking, and just playing Hit 'Em Up, ready for fucking smoke, son. And when I listen to Biggie make you want to be a player. Biggie make you want to go fuck a bitch. Biggie make you want to, you know, so that was the difference. Pop, I don't know, he related to niggas in the streets a little different than Biggie did.
Even got
That's
that
just
from
my
Pop.
opinion. That's just a perception of me. I could be wrong. But when you listen to Tupac, bro, he touch you differently. Biggie make you feel him. Pop make you, he damn near put a battery in your back and make you go do something.
Pop the goat.
To me, that's the difference. I don't know. Pop had mental manipulation. You did. That's just my opinion. Like, that shit was powerful to me, you know, to have mental
He literally
manipulation.
felt
To
Diddy's
basically put
as simple family, like
invisible
literally.
battery in people's backs and make them go be a fucking Black Panther, a leader, logical man. He can make it turn into a thug. He can make it turn into a fucking... He make you want to do good. He make you want to do bad at the same time. He make you pick your poison of who you truly are. Pop brung out who you truly were.
Listen, my
of your characteristic. That's just what I feel. Right. He did.
Salute,
he brung
man.
you out of who you are. And that's wild. But yeah, Diddy hated everything about Tupac, no matter how it sounds.
Pat Williams, he definitely was the man.
Facts. hated his guts. Hated him.
I didn't know the hate was that serious, man.
It was that serious. It's that serious. Honestly, say, bro, I think the Keith D situation, I think the real reason why they ain't gonna let Puffy out is because they trying to connect that Keith D situation with Puffy. That's what I really think it is. Because if it came down to some sex trafficking, foolishness, and all that there of buku chumped up charges they couldn't prove, I don't think they got no evidence. I think they trying to keep them in there to lock in that Keith D. You heard me? That Keith D situation with Puff. I think that's the only reason why he's still in jail right now. They know Puff is not a dangerous person on the outside. They know if they let him out right now, he's gonna be on house arrest. Everybody else good says. Boy. He fuck around and do all church videos and whatever. They know that already. That's not what they aiming for. They don't care about none of that What they care about is they trying to connect Keith D with Biggie. I mean, with Tupac and Diddy. I'm telling you, that's what I feel. And I never thought I would have said that, but I'm an intelligent man, bro. And ain't no other way they gonna keep you in there of yeah, Diddy did this to me. Oh, Diddy did that to me. I'm suing him. I'm suing him. I'm suing him. I'm suing. Oh, we got enough evidence to. No, you don't. That's accusations. That's not actual factual, brother. You did. So I feel like the actual factual thing that they really trying to aim for
he
is
absolutely
the key for
was
D.
threatening folks.
That's the
So he don't
only
know what he's
thing that they can
talking about.
really lock them in with. All the rest of that shit gonna get chumped down when it come down to it. Diddy gonna plea, and that shit be over with. What they going? That rabbit in the hole is gonna be that kid for D situation. I'm telling, mark my words.
I hope so, Jen.
Watch. That's why they ain't gonna let him out. They would have let Keith D out on that bail.
What you say, Nick?
Vegas got to look.
I'm answering Jen. She said
little restrictions
when she pops
of how
on,
you can get out.
we will laugh.
So they're gonna make sure your ass can't get out of jail. Trust me. So
I'm not even looking in the comments.
Because the feds play a different game. They patient. They play chess.
They're small on the screen.
Right? They lay it down and they watch. You know, they're gonna let you play however way you want to play and do whatever you want to do until they're ready for you. And I don't think the feds' plan was to, let's be ready for Diddy. No, they drew the sex charges and all that shit out there so the media could look at him a certain way like a monster, which probably is. I don't know. But look at him like a monster to keep him sealed in that bit. But what they're really aiming for is Las Vegas. They're gonna get they gonna try it. Think about that.
And
That's
Jell
the
says,
games
what
they
you
play.
know, Chopper.
They don't play chess. I mean, they don't play checkers. They play chess. They come in to get them the right way. They're gonna try to keep them in there. They're gonna connect it. If they could, I don't know. I ain't Cleo, and she was a scam, but I'm not a psychic. But I'm a logical man, and ain't no other way you're gonna keep that man in there off accusations, civil accusations. You did. You can't really quite prove it.
You hear me, Cat?
You did.
Absolutely.
I think he in there. He really can't prove what he done besides beating on Cassie. That's it. That's all you can really prove right now.
He has
the
an
gay man and all that
organization
shit, and
with
all that,
people
that's all fool and
committing
shenanigans,
crimes.
The
There's
thing you
the
could
Rico,
prove is connecting
dumbass.
Key for D.
Absolutely
Biggie
bad. He knows something, but he don't know the law.
And that's exactly what they're gonna do. Yep. If you're a logical man, what other way you gonna keep him in there? What other way? You hear me? What
Ready
other
to
way
put
you
your
keep
ass
him
in
in
there
there and seal
beside
him
me.
in? He came with a $50 million bond plan, and they shut it down. They didn't shut it down
There's a
because
reason.
you're a sex trafficker, you're a monster. They shut it
you
down
see it,
because the
Martha.
influence he can have outside.
knows.
You're better in here
You see it,
than
Martha.
out there. That's it. That's all it is. You're not a threat. You're just better in here for what we're trying to do
He's a
than
threat.
out there for what you could do.
He needs to go to
That's
jail
it.
too, y'all.
No matter how that sounds. That's exactly what it is.
Go there.
Because they play different type of games. You see what they did to Earth Guardian and them?
Drink, smoke,
They
and
froze
smoke.
all they so they can aim for, free that man, Supreme. They froze the whole Murder Inc., you heard me? So they can smoke him and keep him in there. And then when that was over with, they let it all go again. Because Earth Guardian and boys, they wasn't never in trouble. But you're interfering with what we're really aiming for, the goal. Free that man though. You did. So they play different types of games. And even when I caught that sex trafficking accusations, you did. They was like, oh yeah, you go. When I was in there, they was like, oh yeah, federal. I'm like, federal? They tried to send me up the road. Some prosecuting people tried to send me up the road. And then I was in there, mind you, 2 months. On my second month, I said, then send me up the road. Let's go to war. The moment I said all that, they were just like, let him out.
Why didn't you send your ass up the road then?
They realized they ain't had nothing on me because I done nothing. But now I come home
you came on
and I
this
go on the
life
internet and I see
came.
sex trafficking. Like I was sex trafficking people. And Diddy gonna have it on him for the rest of his life. No matter if he done it or not. Or for the rest of his life. Just so happened, I'm not as big as Diddy, Thank God.
Never will
I'm not
be.
as big as Diddy. So I can,
don't wanna
my
be.
shit drop. I ain't ever
What's
get
he
prosecuted for
saying?
none of that type of shit.
Wow.
So
Nothing.
all I gotta do is what I'm supposed to do.
You
Stay
getting paid.
disciplined,
That's what he's
get it
doing.
That
together,
darn thing.
drop shit,
Yeah.
cut up, and you only a hit
And
away
ain't
from
getting
everything.
paid
And
much
just
with that
motherfuckers not
checkerboard
remembering nothing
sweater.
anyway. You only a hit away. And the crazy part about music, bruh, is you're only a hit away from everything getting swept under the rug.
Sweep
That's
your
all.
ass under the
That nigga
rug.
Kelly
How about that?
did that foolishness, pissed on them little girls, and did all that foolishness. You heard me? He made some hits. I forgot about it until he kept doing all that crazy shit. And that's why Kelly is where he was at, because it happened for him. It didn't happen to him. He in there because maybe that's is where he's meant to be. He could have came home from that from the first time and was like, you know what? I'm not fucking with none of that no more. But he continued to do it, and he wasn't doing what they said he was doing. I told you
It's
the
not
feds play a
nice,
different
Franco.
game. They kept that shit bundled. They
Listen,
just wanted him to keep
XYZ,
playing
I
them
have
the
no
games so
idea.
they can bring that back. R. Kelly went to prison from throwback shit. He didn't even go to prison from no real shit. That was just
That's
how to
nice.
keep him in there. But the real truth is the
That's
pissing
not
on the girls and
nice,
the
Franco.
Aaliyah rest in peace situation. That's how they really got him. So they just let you know that it's different. R. Kelly and Diddy are not the same. It's not the same situation. So obviously it got to be something else of what they're aiming for. It can't be that, because we all know, man, it's too wishy-washy, you know. It's something else. It's something else, brother. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Do I think Diddy guilty? Maybe. Do I think he
Right,
did
Richard.
everything they saying he did? No. But at the end of the day, do he need to sit down and have a piece of the humble pie and go through this to change his life and get some discipline?
Wow.
Yes. Just like every last one of us should get. We should get what's for us. Period.
That's real talk. And I remember that
Sure about
episode,
that.
how he has y'all out in the cold rapping big lyrics. Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Hated every bit of it. Hated it. I hated it. Oh, I wanted to go home, dog. That was the only that's the only time I wanted to fight that nigga. You heard me? Everything else, that was all my dog Fred. But when he was making us recite them rhymes, I was just like, that ain't what we came here for. So when Gene say, oh, he ain't have no intentions for them niggas, maybe he didn't, dog. But at the end of the day, if hip hop is about that, I don't ever want to be mainstream. So
Nobody.
I mean, I'm older
Somebody's
now.
about to
I've
get
been in
blocked.
this
Somebody
a long
block
time,
her.
so it was just
Somebody,
round way. It was
please
his
block
way.
her.
So that's why I
Bring
say some of the shit he going
Augie.
through, he kind of deserve that shit.
We don't play with
He kind of
trolls on my
deserve that shit,
channel.
dog. 'Cause you don't put no motherfuckers through no shit like that. That ain't business.
You're making
That's
no
some
sense
egotistic
anyway.
shit.
None.
Ain't that fucked up? Ain't that fucked
But we
up?
don't play with them, you know.
So how do you
You
expect
can't
how do you
me
expect
and
us
not
to
like me,
last when
period.
you're shooting us down
She's
like
got a weird
dog?
issue.
How do you expect us
I
to
tried to help her, so I
walk
don't
with
get
our
what
tail
the
swaying
is.
when you keep cutting our tail and expecting us to be happy about it? Come on.
I
So if he
did.
done that like
I
that,
wonder,
imagine what he really get down like.
my
That was light to him. That's
blocker.
easy 30.
It in them and all.
Easy 30.
Don't play
Not
with
that
me.
them dirty.
Oh, I just read
Imagine
what
what
she
he doing
said,
to other
Franca.
people.
Okay, I'll get her.
That's
Yeah, it
not
wasn't
cool,
nice.
Is he
Franca.
guilty?
Wasn't
Maybe.
nice at all.
Did
Can
he
you
do
get
what
her,
everybody
Jay?
said he
Get her
done?
ass out
I don't
of
Franca
think so.
Abby.
But I don't think he
I'll
innocent
get
either.
it. I'll
So
get it.
Get
however
her
his
ass up out of
outcome
here.
coming, it's for him.
Don't come on here playing.
Because
I
it
gotta
wouldn't
go
be
back
happening.
Yeah,
to the
It wouldn't be
chat.
happening if it
strange.
wasn't for him.
Yeah.
It's happening to him because it's happening for him. He need this.
You may
We
love
don't
my
Bro,
work,
to be
but
honest
we
with
Nick
you,
is
don't
a part
tolerate
of the
no
work.
I don't even
bullying
think I
over
would be
here.
this way mentally
No.
Not
if
at
that didn't
all.
happen for me either.
This is an
Franca.
Australian,
Did it
by the
happen for
way.
me because I was
Frank is an
guilty? I was
Aussie.
doing all no, but I needed that because in my mind, especially at that time, I felt like I
I
couldn't
don't
be
even
fucked
see
with.
her in
I
here.
did. I felt
Oh, she blocked
untouchable.
me.
Okay.
And the reason I
Did
did, I
she?
Who
felt
blocked
that
you?
way.
Somebody got
Cause
her.
I'm like, I don't
Wow.
even need to.
Somebody got her.
I'm not. I'm always rap.
I
That's
got
what
her.
I do. I love it. But at that time, I felt like I was.
She's
I
still
got her.
there.
I feel like I was
Don't
getting
come on
so
here
much money
playing.
from other things.
We
I
one
can do what I
family over
want to
here.
do. So I
Oh
started
no,
looking at
she's not. She's hidden.
the same shit. I started looking
She's
at women
hidden, Nick.
like
Well, she's
objects,
gone now.
Because
items instead of
it's
like
telling
human
me to
Absolutely.
beings
unhide.
and people too. Because
No,
that's
She's
the
hidden.
don't
power of
unhide
what
her.
money will do, bruh. It'll make you
No, no,
start.
A
no.
lot of
Not all
aggression.
people, but
on a Saturday
when
afternoon.
you come
Come
from
on, we're
nothing,
playing with us.
you start getting
This
this
is
little
not the
itch.
house
Just feel
chat.
like you're
We don't
better
play
than
with trouble.
others.
She's in
You know, the
Australia.
universe
Tell her to
have a
come and
way
pull
of
up.
giving you a humble pie to let you know that
She ain't gonna pull
we're
up.
all on
She
borrowed
ain't gonna pull
time.
down. She
We
ain't
got
gonna
to
put
be able
out. She
to
ain't gonna pull in.
figure out how to
Because
win
she's
with
out of
each
this
other
movie.
instead of trying to belittle
I
each
said
other.
what
And
I
I think
said.
that's what it's come down to with Diddy. He need this
She
humble
hunted
pie.
me down to do it
He
too.
need it.
Weird.
Because when I was back there, oh, I hated every bit of it, brother. I hated every bit because I'm not a jailbird, you know. But I don't think nobody's a jailbird till you're in jail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm in that bit like I don't belong here. But I bet everybody next door is
That's
saying
right,
the same
Pat.
thing.
We don't play in these
But at that moment, I
YouTube
realized
streets.
this what made me go home,
Not
honestly.
at
I was
all.
like, maybe this is meant
Not
to
with the
happen for me.
family,
And then
especially.
Maybe I'm meant to
ass
be here.
JJ's.
Maybe I need to get my mental together. Maybe I need to cut off all my friends. I need to cut off all them holes I'm with. I need to cut off everything that's wearing and tearing on me. Because when I was in there, I got a lot of love, so I'm not gonna lie. But the people that I
Tell them
expected to
again,
be there for me
Temple.
wasn't there for me. And the people that I didn't even expect to be there for me was there for
Because
me.
we don't play. We
And
don't play
that's
with
what I
trolls
realized to
over here. We
myself.
just
Like,
don't.
life is a motherfucker. When I got out of that motherfucker, I went head throttle, bro. I got to it though. I ain't gonna cap. I didn't tuck my tail. You heard me. I ain't get on no interviews just accepting money to survive all that weird ass shit. I'm not doing all that. You know, I'm gonna be strategic of everything I'm doing for the rest of my life because I'm hand over fist. My job is to become a young entrepreneur. That's my goal, and I will be. You dig?
All right, guys. That is the end of
Loving the outro.
Let's talk about it. What you think about this? This guy. What do you all think about this guy? Let's get up. Let's all get up on the panel. We got Chopper. Yeah, we got Ms. Zach. We got Nick. What you think about him? I think that his backside, his chakra, has been tampered with.
I agree.
I can't
Am I
call all
wrong?
of that.
You don't got. I can't really call it 100%, but something's wrong. He's over here caping for Diddy.
Yeah, he's been paid, yo.
Or
he's getting paid out of these interviews. So either way, he's getting paid.
I agree. What you all
I ain't
think
a
in the
hater.
comments?
Get that paper.
I ain't a hater, but don't touch my chakra.
Oh, okay. And with the bars.
Hat tip.
That's what's up.
Hat
tip.
Hat tip. What do you guys think? What do you all think in the comments? I think that he may. Oh, let's see what Pat said. Pat said, I always wondered what was going on with Making of the Band. You know, Pat, I don't even know about this series because I wasn't watching. This is all new to me. All I know is that he is one of the band members that has some controversial comments, right? It's almost as if that he's escaping. It's like he's taking up for him, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird energy. So what do you all think? What do you think, Jay?
I think he's getting paid.
Yep, I agree.
A lot of YouTubers are getting paid. What do you think, Nick? You say you think he's getting paid as well?
I think he's getting paid to say what he's saying.
Yeah, I do too. Because why are you saying what you're saying? When you have so many, very weird. When you have so many that has came against Diddy, but you're the one that's caping, even though your story, you were supposedly offended or attacked or violated violated by this individual. So now you're caping for him. Your testimonial is weird. 100%.
Yeah.
But
sure.
we will get, so we're going to get into another party's testimony or claims called Freddie P. I'll be getting that video together for you guys soon. These are the individuals that Jaguar wanted us to look up and to go over. So we're trying to go through the people or celebrities or whatever you want to call them that is attached to Making of the Band Part 2. We have so many celebs that we must address. Like, I have a video regarding Kathy White. I have a video regarding Shakur Stewart. That's up next. We got all these victims that we need to cover during this trial. But Chopper is not acting like the victim. Chopper is acting like he's an associate with Diddy, which is weird as FBCK, because so many people are saying the direct opposite.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So, are there any questions that you guys want to ask? If not, Auntie Leah, who's tired.
Yeah.
I had a very long week.
Yeah, it's 11:23. Yeah.
We're all going to just get off this live and we'll recap sometime this weekend or next week.
For sure.
Go.
All right.
And look out for my premiere coming in about another 2 hours. If you let
Is it
YouTube
uploaded?
tell it. Huh?
Is it uploaded? Is it uploaded?
Yes, it's about an hour and a half. Hour and 35 minutes.
Okay. So, guys, once I end this live, in this live, don't know where this came from, please hop over to Jay Mizak's channel and watch his premiere. All right, guys. I love you and I thank you. It's coming in an hour and a half. Right now, it is. I'll be asleep. I'll watch it in the morning.
You'll be well asleep.
Yeah.
Well asleep.
I'm going to text my husband now and tell him. So,
and I might
please hop over to Mizak's channel.
Yep, and I might have to do a review on some of the words that Franca Avi put in her comment, calling me a bogan, and I'm nothing like a bogan. So I think you guys need to understand what a bogan is. So I might have to find something funny for all of us to review on what an Australian bogan
and I
is.
think Franca needs to hop over when you do the live and explain herself. What she mean by that?
Exactly.
Her. Yeah, it's weird. Yep.
Come on a panel and please tell us what you mean.
Absolutely, come on a panel. You know what? You're right. I'm done with all these people hiding. If you're gonna use big words like that, get up, say it. Let me hear your voice. Let me say it to my face.
Yeah.
Say it to my avatar anyway.
How we do it over here.
Say it to my avatar.
That's right.
Exactly. Here's your invitation.
Yeah.
Come up on the panel and say what you gotta say. Nick's a family member. Point blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll
stand on what you say.
This is not our life. Exactly. So we'll be putting together a live again this weekend, and we'll all be on the panel. So, Franca, you got something to say? Come on the panel. Period. Point blank.
Say
to everybody else. Who is this? Who's delusional? Oh, must be Franca. Okay. Everybody else, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. We love you. We appreciate you. Please come back soon. We'll be on the panel again. So right now, everybody's going to say peace. We love y'all.
Yep. Thank you for coming and
Thanks
joining
for
us.
coming. We'll be back.
Bye. Bye for now.
Peace.
Peace. Bye-bye. Debbie at the end.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe. Come back again.